I'm not bragging, the campus Belle is really my fiancée. When I said that the campus Belle was my fiancée, no one believed me. Honestly, I was just bragging. But then the system actually made my dream come true. I somehow formed a mysterious connection with the campus Belle and became the envy of everyone. Chapter 1, Back to School Season, the ultimate brag. September marked the start of a new academic year, and the freshman group chat of Linghai University was buzzing with activity. Wangduyu, Finance Department, I just got my hair done at the most luxurious salon. Tomorrow, I'm going to confess to Senior Shen Fangxuan. Liu Yushen, Law Department, you're out of luck. Shen Fangxuan talked to me first 2 days ago clearly, she yes into me. Liu Yang, Computer Science Department, get real, guys. You're like toads lusting after a swan. Qin Chen was annoyed by the endless ding-ding-ding notifications from his phone. He was in the middle of a King of Glory match. Damn it. Lost again. When will I finally rank up to silver? Glaring at the bronze emblem on his screen, Qin Chen lost all patience. He opened the group chat, which already had over 99 plus unread messages, and typed a single line. Not gonna lie, Shen Fangxuan is actually my fiancée. Heroes have always been drawn to beauty, and Qin Chen was no exception. Linghai University's campus Belle, Shen Fangxuan, was breathtaking peerless elegance, long, slender legs, and especially those enchanting phoenix eyes that could captivate anyone. A document lay before Qin Chen, sealed inside an envelope. The words on it were clear: award for Hejiang City's top college entrance exam scorer Qin Chen. Qin Chen was outstanding in academics, exceptionally good-looking, and had a great personality. He was also incredibly sensible. The only problem? He had a serious habit of bragging. After all, he had endured 12 years of intense studying. He had to let off some steam somehow. Wangduyu, Finance Department, people claim Senior Shen is their girlfriend all the time, but this is the first time I've heard someone say she is his fiancée. Liu Yushen, Law Department, bro, there's a limit to talking big. If she is really your fiancée, I'll do a live stream while standing on my head and peeing. Liu Yang, Computer Science Department, I gotta see how many eyes this king of the toads has to be spouting such outrageous nonsense. Qin Chen put his phone down and went straight to sleep. School was starting tomorrow. He had only said that to vent his frustration after losing his game. Of course, he also wanted to stir things up for fun and, naturally, to satisfy his love for bragging. Little did Qin Chen know that his words would cause a massive uproar at Linghai University. Forum post, waiting for Qin Chen. Replies, 1198. Just then, a cold, robotic voice echoed in Qin Chen's mind. Congratulations, host. You have successfully awakened the ultimate bragging dream realization system. The system is now fulfilling your dream. Ding. Dream successfully realized. Hejiang City, Xinjiang Villa. Inside a luxurious mansion, a breathtakingly beautiful girl was crying her heart out. I'm only 20 and I already have a fiancé. What kind of nightmare is this? Qin Chen's home was just a 2-hour drive from Linghai University. Seated in a taxi, he could already see the school's entrance sign in the distance. As soon as he got out, he whipped out his phone, switched to the front camera, and checked his reflection. Damn. I look this good. No wonder I'm me. Just imagine how many seniors will be fighting to help me carry my luggage. I'm seriously the most handsome guy in the world. He shouted proudly. Ding. Congratulations, host. You have received the ultimate handsome experience card one day. Bragging without hesitation, no wonder this system chose you. You truly have a natural talent for it. A voice suddenly rang in Qin Chen's head, nearly making him trip over himself. What the hell? A system. As a seasoned web novel reader, Qin Chen knew exactly what a system meant. I actually got a system. System, is it really you? Of course. Your most stylish and dazzling system. Qin Chen froze for a second, then immediately jumped up in excitement. Holy crap. I'm about to turn my life around. At that moment, Qin Chen could practically see mountains of gold and silver before him, endless power, and a life of luxury. From now on, extravagant parties, high-end clubs, was he about to become the national husband. System, where's my sports car, my mansion, and my fortune? Qin Chen thought something was off. Shouldn't the system immediately grant him a massive starter pack and send him skyrocketing? Host currently has no rewards. The newbie package was already distributed yesterday. Yesterday. What was in it? I forgot. System, you literally slept through it, okay. Let me reintroduce myself. I am the ultimate bragging dream realization system. Simply put, when you brag without hesitation, I make it happen. When your bragging shocks others, you gain shock points, which you can use to redeem rewards in the system store or enter lucky draws. After analyzing your recent brag, your newbie reward is an engagement with Shen Fangxuan. Qin Chen finally understood. Given his love for talking big, it made sense that this system had chosen him. But when he heard his newbie reward, all his previous disappointment about not getting a sports car or mansion instantly vanished. He straightened his back. Qin Chen, after all, a man loved sports cars, but he loved beautiful women even more. System, you really get me. Hashtag Linghai University, Computer Science Freshman Registration. I'm waiting for this so-called Qin Chen to show up today. A beautifully made-up woman said with keen interest. Her name was Liu Yang. She wasn't the most stunning girl at Linghai University, but she was definitely top tier. Just then, Qin Chen walked up and handed her his admission letter. Gasp! Liu Yang looked up, then immediately ducked her head, hastily pulling out a lipstick and applying a seductive shade. She subtly adjusted her tank top, lowering it just enough to reveal her smooth shoulders. Then, she looked up again. Ding! Hostess' overwhelming handsomeness has shocked Liu Yang. Shock points plus 1000. System, what do I even look like right now? Qin Chen suddenly realized that his appearance had changed. If he looked completely different, how would he explain that to his family? That could be a serious problem. At that moment, an image of his new face appeared in his mind. Holy crap, that's me. His facial structure hadn't changed much, but the slight adjustments had transformed his entire aura. Damn. This is the first time I've seen such a handsome man. And that man is me. No wonder Liu Yang was acting this way. The girl had lived for over 20 years, but she had never seen a man this good-looking before. Liu Yang's usual type was nothing like Qin Chen. But that didn't stop her from instantly seeing him as the ultimate male god in her heart. Oh my god, he is too handsome. Just looking at him makes me want to have his babies. I'm Liu Yang, your direct senior. Liu Yang batted her lashes and leaned in seductively. Junior, do you need a big sister to warm your bed? Her voice was as soft as cotton candy, an irresistible temptation to any young man. This tactic never failed. No man had ever resisted her charms before. But to her shock, Qin Chen didn't even flinch. Instead, he grabbed her shirt and pulled it up to cover her exposed shoulder. I admit you're tempting, but I already have a fiancé. Ha! Trying to seduce him. Please, his fiancé was way prettier. Wait, you're Qin Chen. Suddenly, Liu Yang remembered the freshman who had been bragging in the group chat yesterday. She was completely stunned. Chapter 2 asked me to be a class committee member. As expected, everyone has flaws. Qin Chen is so handsome, but he is a big talker. At this time, a group of tall men came over, and the leader was holding a basketball. Xiao Yang, is Qin Chen here? I want to see what he looks like to say such a fierce word as senior sister is his fiancé. Lu Zhuangxing lifted his hair. He was 180 plus cm tall and was in the sports department. He was almost a male god in this school. The object of jealousy of countless men and the object of pursuit of countless girls. Only Shen Fangxuan was indifferent to him. Liu Yang glanced at Qin Chen, not knowing how to answer Lu Zhuangxing's words. Hello, senior, I am Qin Chen. Qin Chen turned around and bowed respectfully. Qin Chen still understood basic courtesy. Fuck. The basketball in Lu Zhuangxing's hand fell directly to the ground. The host's stunning appearance shocked the first team of the sports department, shock value plus 10,000 points. Lu Zhuangxing's heart was full of excitement. This is the first time I've seen such a handsome guy since I was a child. This is too handsome, brother, have you grown up eating pengyuan? How can you be so handsome? Senior, be careful. Qin Chen helped Lu Zhuangxing pick up the basketball and smiled. You said yesterday that Shen Fangxuan was your fiancé. Lu Zhuangxing quickly put away the shock on his face. How could he show it so obviously? Yeah. Although he was shocked by Qin Chen's appearance, Lu Zhuangxing still didn't believe it. The brothers of the first team of the sports department behind him didn't believe it either. Even though Qin Chen was very handsome, Shen Fangxuan was not a person who only cared about appearance, otherwise she would have been taken by Lu Zhuangxing long ago. Brother, although you are handsome, you are still not as good as Shen Fangxuan. Qin Chen said lightly, oh, I haven't met Shen Fangxuan yet. Good guy. Liu Yang and Lu Zhuangxing were all stunned. Never met. Fiancé. Do you really think you are the protagonist of a novel who is betrothed? You are definitely bragging. Lu Zhuangxing and Liu Yang's suspicion is detected. The host's shock value is 5,000. Qin Chen felt pain when he heard the system's words. Why did it cut in half at once? This is it, no one believes the truth these days. I'm going to find Shen Fangxuan now, brother, just wait to be posted on the forum. You are the first one to be posted on the forum on the first day of school. The title is, Only Good Looks, No Brains. To the senior sister's brainless fiancé. I laughed to death. The first team of the sports department laughed wildly in the back, and people fell down. They didn't notice that a Maserati president stopped steadily at the school gate. Shaolin, remember to get the marriage certificate and Qin Chen as soon as possible. Good boy. The beautiful woman solemnly handed a red book to Shen Fangxuan. Yes. Shen Fangxuan took the book and nodded. Parents' orders and matchmakers' words, Shen Fangxuan figured it out, as long as Qin Chen is not particularly ugly and has decent character. That's it, it's good to live a down-to-earth life. A handsome face directly attracted Shen Fangxuan's attention. Even the girl who was usually weak and had no strength to pull the box now carried the box directly. Hello, you are the freshman reporting to the Department of Computer Science. Qin Chen looked at the beauty in front of him. Suddenly I wanted to slap myself in the face, which grandson said that there is beauty in books. This is what is called beauty, okay. If I were to describe the woman in front of me, she is simply stunning, and charming. Qin Chen wants to give himself a chance to learn Chinese well. You will regret not having enough books when you need them. Shaolin, let me tell you something. Lu Zhuangxing stood directly between Shen Fangxuan and Qin Chen and began to describe what happened yesterday. Shen Fangxuan's eyes flashed with the same look as if she was looking at a male god. Lu Zhuangxing was so proud. Shen Fangxuan must be thinking about how to thank him now. Unexpectedly, Shen Fangxuan passed Lu Zhuangxing and stood in front of Qin Chen. You are Qin Chen. The voice was gentle and very pleasant. Especially Shen Fangxuan's pair of phoenix eyes were very beautiful. Yeah. Although Qin Chen was very calm now, his heart was already exploding. Mom, didn't you tell me yesterday that we were going to have a relationship and break up in college? Fuck, Mom, I won't break up, I'll just give you a grandson. So beautiful, Qin Chen sighed in his heart. Lu Zhuangxing looked wonderful. Girls are inevitably a little shy, and he can accept that she doesn't respond to him directly and goes to Qin Chen to make trouble first. Turning around. Seeing Shen Fangxuan holding a red book in her hand. Looking at Qin Chen's eyes with affection. Qin Chen, my mother told me about our affairs, although we haven't met. But as for feelings, we will slowly cultivate them in the future. The question now is, when will we get the marriage certificate? Get the marriage certificate? Fuck, I really didn't bring my household registration book to school. Qin Chen was a little shy. It was really the first time he talked to such a beautiful girl. Ding. The host's stunning appearance shocked Shen Fangxuan, shock value plus 10,000. The host successfully shocked Lu Zhuangxing, the first team of the Department of Physical Education, Liu Yang. Shock value plus 10,000. Even after Lu Zhuangxing left in disgrace, he couldn't help but think of his ridiculous behavior. What a bullshit. Shen Fangxuan is not a person who looks at appearance. What Qin Chen is not worthy. Damn, women look at faces, Lu Zhuangxing thought viciously. Forget it, admit it, Qin Chen is too handsome, there is nothing to do. Because of Shen Fangxuan's existence, the freshman Qin Chen sat directly under the welcome shed. Qingqing, remember to run for the person in charge of military training, so that you can be a class committee member. Liu Yang shook her head. Shen Fangxuan didn't become a class committee member because of the trouble, so she didn't know what happened. Ling, in fact, the class monitor has been decided internally, and someone gave gifts to old man Wang. Liu Yang's voice was not small, and it happened to be heard by a middle-aged man behind him. Huang Jun is the leader of the computer department. He has a characteristic. That is, he gets paid to do things. Give gifts. Who gave me gifts? Student Liu Yang, you can eat whatever you want, but you can't say whatever you want. Huang Jun glanced at Liu Yang fiercely. He noticed Qin Chen. Qin Chen is so handsome that it's impossible not to notice him. Freshman. How come you, a freshman, sit in the position of the welcome sister? Huang Jun also heard that Shen Fengxuan and Liu Yang wanted this freshman to be elected as the class monitor. He counted the students who gave him gifts, and when he was sure that Qin Chen was not one of them, his face changed immediately. Your attitude is very problematic. You might as well just sit in my office in the future. There is no place for you in this year's class committee election. Fuck, Qin Chen was stunned. But then he got angry. You're a bastard who takes gifts to do things. I used to be submissive, but now I strike hard. Do you believe me? I'll ask you to beg me to be the monitor. Huang Jun smiled. Look at your attitude. How can you be the monitor without spending money? Realizing that he had said the wrong thing, he quickly changed his words. Your relatives are useless in the school leadership. I've seen many arrogant people like you. Don't even think about being a class committee member without my consent. Qin Chen smiled faintly and looked straight into Huang Jun's eyes. The principal is my younger brother. Ding. The host is bragging, dreaming. Dream fulfilled. Huang Jun's reaction was detected, and the host's shock value was 10,000. Chapter 3. Even with a system, you can't escape the true fragrance theorem. Why don't you make some other joke? Why do you have to say that the principal is your younger brother? Didn't he wake up from your dream? Huang Jun turned his head and looked at Qin Chen, who was getting more and more angry. Teacher, don't bother with Qin Chen. He is Shen Fengxuan's fiancé. Hiss. This sentence really scared Huang Jun. There are many people who are in love in college, but there are really few who get a marriage certificate as soon as a freshman enters school. Moreover, Shen Fengxuan's family. That is not right. Shen Fengxuan's family has no connection with the principal. Oh, you are still young and you want to learn from others and get married. You should go back to high school and reform yourself with this kind of thinking. College is for you to study, not for you to fall in love. It seems that the top scorer in the college entrance examination in Hejiang City is called Qin Chen. Could it be? Forget it, this is Linghai, not Hejiang. Besides, there are so many top scorers who come to Lingda. Qin Chen felt that the world had changed. Was this guy really a mad dog that bit everyone he saw? Hey, Principal Chu, why are you here? Qin Chen was about to curse, but Huang Jun turned around and greeted a man with full energy. There were several people following the man. Qin Chen didn't know, but Shen Fengxuan and Liu Yang knew. The middle-aged man in the lead was none other than the president of Lingda, Su Ziyi, who was following him. They are the vice principal in charge of school discipline, the vice principal in charge of school learning, etc. It's just a new student enrolling, why is there such a big fuss? Shen Fengxuan suddenly thought of what Su Ziyi had just said. I immediately rejected this idea myself, thinking it was too crazy. How old is Qin Chen? How old is Su Ziyi? How old is he? How can he be Qin Chen's younger brother? Su Ziyi pushed Huang Jun away and ran to Qin Chen with an anxious look on his face. Brother, why didn't you tell me when you came so that I could pick you up? Big brother. Su Ziyi's voice was not small, which shocked everyone present. Shit, I'm still dreaming and I haven't woken up yet. Huang Jun pinched himself hard. Is this actually true? The vice principals nearby also widened their eyes. They had just been discussing the details of the start of school. Su Ziyi seemed to have seen something, so he stopped the meeting and took them downstairs. I didn't expect that he came here to curry favor with a freshman. Bite. Detected the shock of the crowd. Shock value plus 50,000. Huang Jun now feels that the world has gone crazy. Brother, do you want to live in a dormitory or something? I can give you a whole single room. Qin Chen shook his hand. Let's go to the dormitory. Don't treat me specially. How old are you? Don't you know how to avoid suspicion? Qin Chen scolded. This scene was really like a teacher scolding students in elementary school. The two little girls were dumbfounded when they saw the usually cold and stern principal showing such an expression. Oh, by the way, can we give gifts to our school? I was thinking of giving Mr. Huang Jun some gifts so that he would take care of me in the future. Qin Chen said calmly, as if this really happened. Su Ziyi's expression suddenly became serious, giving gifts. Lingda has always adhered to the principle of fairness in running schools. Brother, if you have any problem, just call me. I will cut off my work even if I am in the middle of squatting and rush to solve the problem for you. It is strictly forbidden for counselors to accept gifts, but it's okay, I'm the principal, just come to me directly. This mean expression really made Qin Chen laugh. Which dormitory is my eldest brother's? Suzy was itching to show himself in front of Qin Chen. How can I do nothing? A crazy idea came into Suzy's mind. Suzy's sudden question made Liu Qing a little surprised, and he hurriedly searched. Principal, it's 10-12-203. Suzy waved his hand and took the largest bag among the luggage behind him, pointing at the three vice principals who were standing there in a daze. Are you blind? Come and help me carry my brother's luggage. Is that just outrageous? Brother, wait a minute, I'll send your luggage to the dormitory and come back to see you. Qin Chen shook his hand. Principal, go do whatever you need to do. I have to gather people in a while. Suzy's expression changed drastically, and Qin Chen thought he had said something wrong. Brother, I'm very nervous when you do this. Just call me Xiaoqian from now on. Liu Yang. Shen Fangshuan. Qin Chen, shit, is this what it feels like to brag and have someone help you make your dreams come true? It feels so good. Huang Jun looked at Qin Chen with embarrassment, not daring to speak, and lowered his head. Qin Chen, oh no, brother, do you want to be a class committee member? Qin Chen turned his head and said, oh. In no mood. Huang Jun, I. Huang Jun, brother, please. Qin Chen, not right, tired. Huang Jun, brother, I'll find someone who can do the work to assist you, you just need to put your name on the list. Qin Chen, let me think about it. Huang Jun, okay, big brother, I'll go sit down and take you to the freshman orientation in a bit. Military training is required for admission to university. The freshman meeting is for students in a class to get to know each other briefly and then meet their instructors. Basketball court, this is the meeting place for the computer department. Qin Chen and Huang Jun walked over slowly. Fuck, is that a classmate from our class? He's so handsome. It should be. That's our instructor, named Huang Jun. Oh my god, I got pregnant right here. Qin Chen was the last student to enter the line, but he remained calm and collected. Huang Jun stood at the front of the team. Students, welcome to join the Lingnan University family. I'm your instructor, Huang Jun. Regarding our class committee, we choose a democratic voting method. There were a few students in the team with faint smiles on their faces, and they were obviously the ones who had given gifts to Huang Jun. They knew that the squad leader must be among them. If nothing else, money makes the world go round. Huang Jun also made this guarantee. But squad leader, I already have a candidate in mind. Brother, no, classmate Qin Chen, do you want to be the class monitor? Huang Jun shouted, thinking that there were so many people around, Qin Chen would not ignore him. Improper. A faint voice came from the end of the team. Qin Chen frowned slightly. Although I like to brag, I also keep my word. How could one just become the squad leader so easily? What were you thinking when you made things difficult for me? Where is my dignity? It is detected that the host shocked his classmates, shock value plus 10,000. Trigger the hidden reward. The next time you shock your classmates, the shock value will be doubled. Qin Chen stood in front of the team and had already charmed several girls in the class. Everyone calm down, my name is Qin Chen, and I'm the monitor of our class. Hiss, it smells so good. Show your talents. Sing, dance. Go clubbing. Show your talent, monitor, show your talent. Yes, where is the meeting gift? Qin Chen smiled awkwardly. Forget about dancing, he had never been to a disco. The only thing he can do is sing. Qin Chen can still sing a few songs in KTV. Ahem, let me sing a song for everyone. I'm just afraid that everyone will cry because the love songs I sing are too touching. Qin Chen didn't believe in his own beautiful singing. But who made us have a system? Bite. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Love Song King experience card one day. Chapter 4, Push-Ups Competition, I can do 300 with one hand. Hearing this prompt, Qin Chen smiled evilly, it is worthy of being a system. But Qin Chen was standing at the front of the team, and his smile was so handsome that it made the female classmates below cry. Fuck it, sisters, what should I do if I can't control myself anymore? If you ask me, we should go to the boys' dormitory tonight and rush him. Fuck, my previous idols were nothing but bullshit, not even 1/10,000th as good looking as Qin Chen. Huang Jun burst into tears. He had been a teacher for so many years, but he had never seen such a scene. It's not like there haven't been handsome guys in Lingda before, but this is the first time that one has caused such a stir. Thinking back then, if I had this kind of looks, would she still marry me? Huang Jun thought hard. Ahem, students, be quiet. Qin Chen's words seemed to be the direction indicator for the entire class. At this moment, the whole class pricked up their ears. They wanted to know whether Qin Chen was just talking nonsense or his singing was really good. If those two words didn't tremble, I won't. I find it hard to bear. No matter how you put it, it's just a breakup. 10 years later, we are friends and can still greet each other, but it's just that gentle. As soon as Qin Chen opened his mouth, he felt like he was possessed by the god of singing. Every melody and every rhythm is controlled just right. Even a lot of systems have been added. After the song ended, the whole audience fell silent. Qin Chen thought, this is not the way the plot is going to develop. Should there be applause here? Could it be that I just felt that I sang well but it sounded like murder to everyone else? Wow, I miss my ex-boyfriend. He was so good to me back then. Me too. He's so nice and takes care of me. I'm such a troublemaker. Oh my God, why is God so unfair? How did he manage to be so handsome and sing so well? Fuck you. I don't deserve to live in this world. I'm lowering the quality of the world's population. Qin Chen opened his eyes wide and saw that everyone in the class was distributing tissues. If you have paper, please take it out and contribute it. If you don't have paper, please wipe it with your clothes. Even Huang Jun took out a small handkerchief from his pocket, took off his glasses and wiped the tears from his eyes. If love lasts forever, it doesn't matter if they are together day and night. Everyone is drunk but I am sober, everyone is crying but I am laughing. Yes, as the instigator of the whole thing, Qin Chen was actually laughing. Brother system, I am more than worth the shock. The host was supposed to get 200,000 shock value just now, and the reward will be doubled, and the host will get 400,000 shock value. Qin Chen calculated that 1 million was enough for one lottery draw, and when he had saved enough, he would go to the prize pool to see what good things were worth a shocking 1 million. We are all young people, and young people's emotions come and go quickly. The show came to an end with the entry of several men in formal attire. Qin Chen stood on the outside of the team. Now the squad leader also represented the sports committee. One of the men walked towards Qin Chen's formation, took off his hat and saluted. The whole person stands straight with his back straight. Hello everyone, I am your instructor, my name is Chu Xiaobing. At the same time, I am also the leader of this military training team. I hope everyone will train well with me. Don't be such a sickly person. You're bringing shame to our Lingda. Chu Xiaobing smiled evilly. In order to train the new students and dampen their enthusiasm, he must of course start with the representatives. Let's go with the squad leader's physical fitness. Today is the first day, so let's keep it simple. Chu Xiaobing slowly walked to Qin Chen's side and patted Qin Chen on the shoulder. What's your name? Reporting to the instructor, Qin Chen, a freshman in the computer science department. Push-ups ready. Qin Chen moved without any hesitation. He leaned over and climbed down directly. But I feel unhappy. Damn, why? I am the squad leader, and you are targeting me. Looking at Chu Xiaobing's big face, Qin Chen was furious. But there is nothing we can do, since he is the instructor. I've always trained in batches. Squad leader, do as many push-ups as you can, until you can't hold on any longer. Other students, once you surpass the class monitor, you can stand up. Everyone get ready for push-ups. Chu Xiaobing issued the order, and Qin Chen was so angry that his teeth itched. Seeing that the class next door had been disbanded, Chu Xiaobing was simply being provocative. Huang Jun just told them that today is not a formal military training, but just a simple meeting. Report to the instructor. I don't think I should let my classmates hold themselves to my standards. Chu Xiaobing raised his eyebrows and laughed. Oh. Why? Qin Chen supported himself on the ground with his hands, raised his head and grinned. Because I don't have any other advantages except that I have strong physical fitness. I'm afraid my classmates can't handle it. Oh shit, the whole class is in an uproar. As expected of the squad leader, he has such a high level of awareness. Oh, strong physical fitness. Chu Xiaobing smiled awkwardly, and suddenly an idea came to his mind. I will join you and follow your standards. Qin Chen smiled evilly and said, okay, I've been waiting for you to say this. Damn, you're bullying us on the first day of school. Don't you see that your Master Qing is still here? Okay, I agree, but it's just the two of us. If I win, let's go back to the dormitory and rest. Qin Chen said in a daze. He felt like a savior. It was 6:30 in the afternoon, time for dinner. Maybe Huang Jun's wife is already at home with a happy husband and wife, so why is this instructor so ignorant? No problem. This wave of events confused Huang Jun. What does it mean? Are they arguing again? Damn it, Chu Xiaobing, use your brain. That's the principal. Although Huang Jun thought so, he had no way of saying it out loud here and could only wink at Chu Xiaobing endlessly. Chu Xiaobing and Huang Jun looked at each other. Huang Jun breathed a sigh of relief. This kid finally understood. Chu Xiaobing said, got it. I must teach this kid a lesson, I understand what you mean. Instructor, you'd better be prepared. I can do 300 push-ups with one hand. Qin Chen said with a wry smile. The whole audience was shocked. 300 push-ups with one hand. If what Qin Chen said before was real and it was a manifestation of his strength, then now he is just bragging. If you can do 300 push-ups with one hand, how about I call you Big Brother? Chu Xiaobing smiled and said, damn, I have never seen anyone who is so boastful in my life. Ding, the host is detected to be bragging, activating the host's super physical fitness, time is 10 minutes. It's settled. Qin Chen smiled slightly, raised one hand, and left only one hand supporting the ground. I've been waiting for you to call me brother. Damn, that's too arrogant. Chu Xiaobing was about to cry. Is this the young man you are looking for? I'm going to give you dermatitis today. Start. Qin Chen's arm stretched and retracted rapidly, performing a standard push-up movement. Although she is a little thin, the lines of her whole body are particularly graceful. At this time, a man stood next to Huang Jun. What are you doing, Lao Wang? It's Suze. Principal, your elder brother, oh no, our elder brother is competing with Instructor Chu in push-ups. After listening to this, Suzy pushed his glasses and looked at the venue where the two were competing. Feeling the principal's gaze, Chu Xiaobing felt that as the chief military training instructor, he had to show himself. Until I looked at Qin Chen. What the hell? Is this human speed? This isn't an electric motor. Chapter 5, Counselor, please send me the perfect answer. Chu Xiaobing was like a deflated ball, completely drained of energy, and fell directly to the ground. It's not that he has no strength left, but Qin Chen's speed is too exaggerated. What the hell, putting a robot here to do push-ups should also take a break, right? Others control the speed when doing push-ups, but do you, Qin Chen, accelerate your push-ups? The instructor looks so fierce, but I didn't expect him to be a paper tiger. Don't say that. If someone like Lin Qin were to do that next to me, I wouldn't be able to stand it. This TM instructor slapped me in the face. Thanks to Qin Chen, I can finally go to eat. Wen Long looked at Qin Chen viciously, and feeling the looks of the entire class towards Qin Chen, he couldn't help but feel jealous. 5 days ago, Wen Long gave Huang Jun a gift. All of this, including the class leader and the respect of his classmates, should be his. Unexpectedly, everything was taken away by Qin Chen. Instructor, you lose. Qin Chen immediately stood up and helped Chu Xiaobing up. He brushed the dust off Chu Xiaobing's body and smiled slightly. Students, the instructor is not feeling well today. Everyone, please disperse. Remember to gather in the classroom after dinner. Unconsciously, with the instructors and counselors present, Qin Chen became the one giving orders. Chu Xiaobing glanced at Qin Chen's profile, the evening sun shining on the ground. Suddenly it doesn't seem so unpleasant anymore. Thank you, brother. Chu Xiaobing is not a man who doesn't keep his word. As a man, he means what he says. He can afford to lose and dares to shout. It's okay. See you tomorrow. Qin Chen shook his hand. He turned around and told Suzy and Huang Jun to get busy. Because Suzy noticed that there was a group of people waiting for him. Qin Chen. The leading boy shouted. Yes, it's me. Qin Chen nodded. If he guessed correctly, these 3 men were his roommates. That's amazing. I, Hong Lei, unilaterally declare that you are the big brother of our dormitory. I, Peng Qingyun, agree. Brother Qing was so handsome just now. He is my idol. A gentle-looking young man pushed his glasses up and smiled knowingly. I, Mo Yang, agree as well. Hong Lei took out a pack of Zhenghua cigarettes and gestured. Qin Chen shook his hand, but Peng Qingyun did not answer. But what Qin Chen didn't expect was that Mo Yang actually took one. Then click it skillfully. He blew out a long smoke ring. As if thinking about something. Sure, brother. Hong Lei patted Mo Yang's shoulder and smiled. If one cigarette can't start a friendship between men, then use two. After a simple meal in the dormitory, which was the first dormitory dinner, we came to the teaching building. It's the same for every class. Although college is very easy, it depends on who you are. There are also many corresponding systems and rules. Tonight is the time to examine the school rules and regulations for freshmen. Lingda is a top-notch university in the entire Yanghuan region, and the pace of study is also very fast. I didn't start the exam until I knew about this. There were only a few hours in total. I guess I'm screwed. Damn it. I did exceptionally well on the college entrance exam, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get in here. Hong Lei sat in the second row of the classroom with a sad face. He was afraid of failing the class on the first day of school. Isn't the opening so successful? Mo Yang, it's okay. In fact, this kind of test is usually quite simple. Hong Lei, have you seen it? Mo Yang, no. Hong Lei, then can you pass? Mo Yang, no. Hong Lei, what the hell are you talking about, Shabi? Qin Chen smiled and said something that shocked the world. One glance can read 10 lines, Qin Chen is one of them. Ding, the host is detected to be bragging, gaining the skill of reading 10 lines at a glance. The duration is 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Qin Chen was stunned under the gazes of Hong Lei, Mo Yang and Peng Qingyan. I flipped through the 30-page book of school rules and regulations. In just such a brief moment, Qin Chen closed the book. He patted his chest, feeling confident. Just wait for me in a while. Don't worry, I have memorized everything. What the hell? If it weren't for what happened to Chu Xiaobing today, everyone might think Qin Chen was bragging. Even now, I am skeptical. But Qin Chen didn't continue chatting with them. Instead, he turned around and sat up straight. Hong Lei pushed Mo Yang's shoulder and said in a low voice, I remember that there was a person in our department who was the top scorer in the college entrance examination in Hejiang City. I think his name was Qin Chen. Mo Yang sprayed a mouthful of water directly onto Hong Lei's face and pointed at Qin Chen's back with an incredible look on his face. You mean? Hong Lei seemed to suddenly think of something. He had a good relationship with the sports team and had heard something about a major event today. Not only that, even Shen Fangxuan. A woman stood at the front of the classroom. Her exquisite appearance made everyone in the class hold their breath. Damn, this look is killing me. Ahem, everyone, be quiet. Shen Fangxuan just stood there, wearing an ordinary pleated skirt, and her long legs were white, thin and straight. Do legs like this really exist? Yes, at least now the whole class has seen it. We are all adults, so there will be no teacher supervising this exam. I am your supervisor. My name is Shen Fangxuan. The counselors don't have time to be with everyone all the time, so if anyone has any questions, please contact us. You can report this to the monitor and me. The test will begin now. While Shen Fangxuan was speaking, seniors from the previous year had already helped distribute the papers. Qin Chen looked at the paper and sneered. He had just finished memorizing it. Isn't it too easy? Founded in 1932. Love yourself, strengthen yourself, and bring glory to your country. You can't skip 15% of the class time. Qin Chen was writing like this when he suddenly heard a cold mechanical sound in his head. It is detected that the host is taking an exam and the shock value is tripled as a reward. Wow, 3 times. Qin Chen calculated carefully that the shock value of shocking a class is about 100,000 points, and 3 times that is 300,000. If you can perform exceptionally well later on, you can participate in a lottery in the evening. Looking at the test paper in front of him that was already filled with answers, Qin Chen wanted to hand it in directly. However, grades are not given directly after submitting the paper, so it definitely won't give any shock value. Besides, even if you get full marks, it only proves that you read it carefully. After all, not everyone saw Qin Chen's memorization process like his roommates. What can you do to shock the whole class? Qin Chen fell into deep thought. Suddenly, a pretty figure passed by and an A4 paper filled with answers appeared on Qin Chen's desk. Shen Fangxuan walked over as if she was cheating on the test and coughed twice. Huang Jun stood in front of the classroom and nodded with satisfaction. He had just obtained the answer and asked Shen Fangxuan to deliver it to Qin Chen. After all, he was the principal's elder brother. If he can't pass this exam, Su Ziyi will definitely make trouble for Huang Jun. The whole place was silent. They were all top students who had been admitted to Lingnan University with high scores. In today's classroom, even if a pin dropped you could hear a sound. And Suze's voice successfully broke the silence. Teacher Huang, senior sister Ji, you just sent me a standard answer. I think this is immoral, even though I am handsome. But as a senior, she shouldn't do this. This is against school rules and regulations. Qin Chen was awed. Shen Fangxuan panicked. Huang Jun was dumbfounded. The whole audience was in an uproar. Ding, the host shocked the whole class, shock value plus 400,000. Already qualified for the lucky draw. Chapter 6 System, this child is hopeless. What the hell? Shen Fangxuan was confused and Huang Jun was confused. Hong Lei, Peng Qingyun, and Mo Yang were stunned. The whole class was stunned. Although no one spoke, Qin Chen could see what they wanted to express in their eyes. Shen Fangxuan, I. Qin Chen reported me. A capital question mark was placed directly on Shen Fangxuan's forehead. This was simply too ridiculous. She came here with good intentions, worried that Qin Chen would fail the exam, but she didn't expect that. Is Qin Chen stupid? Qin Chen was already crazy at this moment, 400,000 shock in value. When Qin Chen heard the triple shock value reward, he no longer cared whether Shen Fangxuan was a beautiful senior. What could be more important than getting the shock value and then going to the draw? Woman. Oh. Teacher, I have finished it, but I definitely did not copy the answers sent by the senior. Please punish me, senior. As the monitor of our class, I believe this phenomenon must not be tolerated. Qin Chen said in a stern voice, 4 words, the light of righteousness. Huang Jun was already dumbfounded. Too many things happened today, and it was a bit hard for him to recover. It was the first time he saw a student repaying kindness with enmity. And this person happened to be Qin Chen, the principal's elder brother. Oh, of course. We are professionals and we will always punish cheating severely. Shen Fangxuan, go write me a 3,000-word self-criticism. Shen Fangxuan grabbed the hem of her skirt and walked out feeling very aggrieved, even though she knew that Huang Jun would not really let her write. But it was so embarrassing that Qin Chen pointed it out in such a public place. The girl's neck was flushed with a light pink, shy. All of a sudden, she was a little confused about what kind of person Qin Chen was. Hong Lei's palms were sweating, he had no idea what the question in front of him was. He was counting on Qin Chen, but Qin Chen even reported others who passed him the answers. There is no need to think about it, it will definitely not be passed on to Hong Lei. He scratched his head frantically and stared at the test paper. This kind of rote memorization is the easiest to get good marks, but also the easiest to fail. If you don't memorize it, you will never learn it. Just when he was at a loss and looked depressed. Suddenly, a small ball of paper rolled over on the table and then Qin Chen handed in the test paper ahead of time. Hong Lei opened it and found many answers. At this moment, Hong Lei really wanted to hug Qin Chen and have a good cry. This is what we call brothers. If you become rich and powerful, don't forget me. Qin Chen's actions were very big and arrogant. The main thing is that Qin Chen is not afraid of Huang Jun seeing it. Would Huang Jun dare to say anything if he saw it? Yeah. Seeing Qin Chen hand in the paper, Huang Jun nodded slightly. Reporting Shen Fangxuan and Huang Jun has little to do with each other. The most important thing is that Qin Chen was able to pass the exam. Huang Jun's goal was achieved. Qin Chen quickly left the classroom and found an empty corner. He is going to do something big now, which is to draw a lottery. Qin Chen almost widened his eyes after taking a glance at the lottery pool just now. Isn't this too wild? Ding, the host is about to start the lottery system. This prize pool has 6 rewards at a time. The host will draw one of them. Once the reward is taken by the host, it will be replaced by a new reward. The rewards for this time are: next time the shock value will be doubled. Zhongliang Sea View Luxury House. Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Executive Extended Edition. Long Distance Champion Permanent. 5% of Yaxing Group shares, Body Hardening Potion. Qin Chen had just taken a quick glance before, but when he saw the prizes in the prize pool, he was still stunned. This. Qin Chen is drooling. I'm about to take off. Damn, luxury cars. Luxury houses. Qin Chen pinched his middle finger and began to make a wish, he must hit Song Chen. A luxury house, probably the most valuable one among them, and it belongs to the famous Song Chen house. Congratulations to the host for successfully winning the Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Executive Extended Edition. It has been parked in the parking space downstairs of the dormitory building for the host. Qin Chen's heart sank. Panamera, what's so good about this car? Thinking about the luxurious house with sea view in Zhongliang, Qin Chen felt itchy. Never mind, let's just leave it at that. Qin Chen let out a long sigh. Anyway, the system is there and there will be opportunities in the future. It makes me feel much more comfortable thinking this way. Congratulations to the host for completing the first stage of the novice mission. The host can choose a skill to become a lifelong skill. Wow. Qin Chen, who had been a little depressed, suddenly became energetic. This thing has novice tasks. It's worthy of being a system. It makes people love and hate it. System, choose quickly. After you choose, why don't we all go and rest? Qin Chen, shut up, don't disturb me from making a choice. System, don't forget that you still have a few skills to experience. Experience skills, the system has the right to revoke the host's experience qualifications at any time, and the final right of interpretation belongs to the system. Qin Chen clapped his hands, he almost forgot. This thing is not permanent. The system felt relieved only after feeling Qin Chen's reaction. Qin Chen was destined to become stronger slowly through military training. The best choice is physical fitness. System, tell me quickly, which one do you want? A normal person would want physical strength, right? Qin Chen chuckled and said, thank you system, if it weren't for you I would have almost overlooked such an important skill. System, it's all right. You are a teachable kid. Tell me now, you need physical strength. Let me help you become stronger. Qin Chen, I choose Shengxi Maiyang, thank you. System. This child is beyond help. Is appearance important? Little did he know that Qin Chen's saliva was about to flow out. When you are young, you don't know the benefits of rich women. Only when you grow up do you realize how attractive rich women are. As long as you have decent looks, you can earn 100,000 coins in one night. Besides, I am the most handsome man in the world. Qin Chen, give me the reward quickly. System, wait a minute, let me take my time. If I wasn't tied to this guy, I really want to change people. This is too narcissistic. Ding, congratulations to the host for winning the Grand Beauty. The reward is being distributed. Qin Chen didn't take the slight pain on his face seriously. After about 5 minutes, the job was done. I open my phone and look at myself. I am still handsome, relieved and comfortable. Rich woman. Beautiful woman. I am coming. When Qin Chen returned to the classroom door, he happened to meet Hong Lei and others coming out after the exam. Every night of the freshman's military training, countless clubs recruit new members. The address is on the road that every student must take to return to the dormitory. Qin Chen and others naturally become the targets of the club's recruitment. Hong Lei pushed Qin Chen and said, brother, look at that club. Qin Chen had already noticed that place, it was the Guzheng Club, and now there was a young lady wearing a kyeongsam with an extraordinary temperament playing the guzheng. The beautiful sound of the guzheng, coupled with the young lady's unique temperament, makes it much easier for the Guzheng Club to recruit new members than other clubs. Boss, how do you feel? Hong Lei raised his eyebrows at Qin Chen. Qin Chen, not so good. Hong Lei, isn't that great? Look at those legs, that temperament, wow, they are definitely the best in our school. Mo Yan, I think so too. I have heard of her. She is a recognized beauty in our school. I think her name is Shen Wanling. Peng Qinyan, although she is beautiful, she has a lot of scandals. TSK, this small waist and this small face are good enough. Qin Chen was confused and looked at the other three people, what are you talking about? Shen Wanling. Qin Chen fainted. I didn't pay attention to that woman. I was talking about the poor performance of the guzheng. Do you believe that I can achieve this effect just because I'm single? Qin Chen adjusted his head and struck a pose, which roughly meant, don't be obsessed with me, I'm just a legend. But Qin Chen didn't see that when Shen Wanling finished singing, she just happened to hear what Qin Chen said. He was looking at Qin Chen angrily. Ding, the host is detected to be bragging, the host has obtained the qualification to experience the guzheng master 5 times. Ding, the students around are full of doubts about the host's words, shock value 50,000. Chapter 7 Ambush on all sides. A song that shocked everyone. Shen Wanling was about to cry, what kind of new life was this? Shen Wanling goes to the Guzheng Club for recruitment every year, and no one is not astounded by her guzheng skills. The only difference was that, although this boy was ridiculously handsome, Shen Wanling also despised Qin Chen in her heart. What is the use of being handsome? Aren't you still just a big talker? Am I just average at playing the guitar? Why don't you give it a try? Senior, can you lend me your piano? Unexpectedly, Qin Chen walked directly to Shen Wanling's side and smiled slightly. He wants to play the guzheng. Shen Wanling's subconscious thought was that Qin Chen was crazy, how dare he? Good. There were so many freshmen watching around, although Shen Wanling was very reluctant in her heart. But if I refuse Qin Chen, wouldn't I seem particularly stingy? Thank you, senior. Qin Chen nodded politely and then sat down in front of the guzheng. You know, there are relatively few people who can play the guzheng nowadays. But the ancient audience is huge. This is also the reason why the guzheng club is the most popular every year. It was precisely because of this that Qin Chen's actions attracted the attention of many freshmen. I think that guy is going to tease the senior. I think so too. His actions make me feel uncomfortable. Is he just trying to save face? I must have learned it a little bit, otherwise I wouldn't have this confidence. Not to mention passers-by, even Qin Chen's roommates were full of suspicion towards him. If Qin Chen is still a guzheng master, then this world is too unfair, right? But the truth is often so unreasonable. In other words, never reason with someone like Qin Chen who has a system. The moment Qin Chen sat down, the playing methods of countless famous guzheng pieces appeared directly in his mind. Fisherman's Song at Dusk, Lotus Emerging from the Water, Lin Chong's Night Escape, Ambush from All Sides, etc. It's worthy of being a system. Qin Chen had never touched a guzheng before, but the moment his hands touched the strings, it was as if he had become one with the instrument. An expert can tell whether something is good or not with just one look. At least from Qin Chen's current performance, Shen Wanling couldn't find any faults. Qin Chen began. The music starts. It only takes a few seconds. Everyone present felt a tense atmosphere. Qin Chen snorted coldly, "Don't you believe I can play the guzheng? Today, I will give you a song called Ambush from All Sides. The rhythm is neat and compact, and the tone is jumping and elastic. Each string seemed to come alive under Qin Chen's hands. The evening breeze makes people feel even more solemn. This piece of music is divided into 3 parts. Part 1, arrange the camp, play music, call the roll, line up, march. The situation is tense. Damn, I feel like I'm watching a movie, a war movie at that. It was like a large army drill right before my eyes. This boy is really amazing. I take back my previous prejudice and bow to apologize to him alone. Mo Yang, brothers, this is real. Big brother really can do it. Hong Lei, I'm not deaf, of course I heard it. Peng Qinyan, I've already knelt down, hurry up. Just when everyone was immersed in the tense music, Qin Chen moved his wrist, and suddenly the style of the whole music changed. It changed from tense and solemn to terrifying and gloomy. It felt as if there were 100,000 troops lying in ambush nearby. Fear. At this time, Shen Wanling was stunned. Others were shocked, but she could hear it. Qin Chen's techniques are definitely not those of a novice. Shen Wanling started practicing guzheng at the age of 6 and has worked hard to achieve her current success until today. For her, even if she had been exposed to guzheng since birth, she would not be able to achieve Qin Chen's current achievements. Great. Unconsciously, the wonderful technique coupled with Qin Chen's invincible profile made Shen Wanling drool at the corners of her mouth. Everyone present felt that they were witnessing a war, a grand scene of 2 armies fighting. It makes people feel emotional. The last scene, farewell my concubine. The hero has fallen. Some of the girls present actually shed tears. There are many talented young men in Jiangdong, and it is unknown whether they will make a comeback. The overlord committed suicide, what an outrageous decision. No wonder, I never understood why Yu Ji loved such a man, now I understand. The overlord of Western Chu. Qin Chen finished playing, nodded, and gave up his seat. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking everyone, shock value plus 300,000. Qin Chen was stunned. 300,000. This. Looking at the people around me, although there are quite a few of them, it shouldn't be that excessive, right? Qin Chen, brother system, can you tell me why you added 300,000 to me? System, remind the host, because Shen Wanling's disgust for the host had reached a certain stage before, and now she has been successfully shocked by the host. System, I have been deeply impressed by the host, so the reward will be particularly generous. Qin Chen suddenly understood what this meant. The greater the contrast you create for a person, the more rewards you will get. To put it simply, the more painful the slap in the face is, the bigger your reward will be. No wonder. Shen Wanling smoothed her hair. Her permed hair was a little curly. Now she has specially curled it into big waves. The Kyungsum plus the big waves are almost enough to attract men. I don't know how many people have fallen for Shen Wanling before. Since Qin Chen had played 3/4 of the way, Shen Wanling secretly made up her mind. She wanted to seduce Qin Chen, regardless of whether Qin Chen had a girlfriend or not. Junior, do you want to join our Guzheng club? Shen Wanling's words directly shocked Qin Chen and the people around him. Especially for sophomores and juniors, you should know that the Guzheng club is never short of members. Almost every year it is packed with people, firstly because it is really attractive. Second, Shen Wanling, as the president of the Guzheng club, is even more attractive. This was the first time that Shen Wanling personally went on stage to recruit people. Mo Yang, boss, please agree quickly. I think that woman is interested in you. Peng Qinyan, boss, I agree. Although that woman has a bad reputation, it's not a bad thing to have some fun with her. Hong Lei, boss, just don't give it to me. Qin Chen glanced at Shen Wanling. If there was no system, Qin Chen might have been deceived by Shen Wanling's eyes now. His true feelings were revealed, as if he really wanted to recruit Qin Chen into the society. Damn, bitch, how much did you hate me just now? You can double my reward, do you really think I'm stupid? Why am I going in there? To teach you. Qin Chen said lightly. Shen Wanling didn't expect Qin Chen to have such an attitude. In this life, no man has ever dared to talk to her like this. Who wouldn't he come up to her as soon as she waved? Junior, there are many seniors in our Guzheng club. It will be convenient for you to find a partner when the time comes. Just as Qin Chen was about to answer, a pretty figure squeezed through the crowd. He just put his arm around Qin Chen. Long white legs, a high ponytail, and a delicate face. The moment she stood here, Shen Wanling was not so stunning anymore. Shen Fangshuan glanced at Shen Wanling with disgust. I'm sorry, classmate, Qin Chen is my fiancé, and I don't want him to have a girlfriend before me. Also, Qin Chen has joined our calligraphy and painting club, thank you. After that, Qin Chen was dragged away by Shen Fangshuan. Hong Lei, holy shit, was that senior Shen Fangshuan? Mo Yang, it seems like a wait a minute, damn, fiancé. Peng Qinyan, I was wondering why the boss directly rejected Shen Wanling, it turns out there is someone at home. Qin Chen was directly pulled to a small path by Shen Fangshuan. With the evening light shining down, the two of them held hands, not knowing how many people they had tortured to death along the way. Along the way, Qin Chen was almost shocked to death by the system. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking the student Zhongsan from the Department of Biology, shock value plus 1000. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking Ji Yuming of the Resource Management Department, shock value plus 1000. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking the Geography student Liu Hua, shock value plus 1000. Qin Chen is so annoyed. Qin Chen, system boss, I want to discuss something with you. Can you turn down the system notification tone? System, no. Qin Chen, could you please remind me next time when you have finished the statistics? System, yes, but I refuse. Qin Chen, why? System, I'm too lazy to calculate. Qin Chen, are you the host or am I the host? Why are you so overbearing? System, how about we unbind it? Qin Chen, brother, I apologize to you. Chapter 8, something happened to Shen Fangshuan. I really want to kiss Qin Chen. Qin Chen stood at the front of the military training team and ignored those who were watching from afar. Last night, after Qin Chen returned to the dormitory, he was inevitably interrogated by the other three brothers in the dormitory. Yuan came back at 2 in the morning. Dark circles under my eyes, this thing affects my beauty. The training program for the whole morning was to stand at ease, attention, and then turn around. After Qin Chen and his roommates finished their meal, they went straight back to their seats in the playground. My buddy next to me is called Song Jianhong, a pretty nice guy. Handed Qin Chen 6 plastic bags. Squad leader, this was just delivered. Qin Chen glanced at it briefly, showing no interest. Hong Lei, looks like we have something to drink again. Mo Yang, I feel like I can really get by following Brother Qing. Peng Qinyan picked up a cup of milk tea, tore off a small piece of paper from it, and read it out in a very emotional voice. Qin Chen, you are my idol. If you want, can we have a baby tonight? Qin Chen glanced at it indifferently and sighed deeply. I started to regret my decision. I shouldn't be so handsome. looking at the more than 20 cups of cold drinks piled in front of him. Qin Chen felt like crying but had no tears. In just this morning, more than 20 girls came to give Qin Chen gifts. Boss, you may not know that senior sister Shen Fangxuan is in danger. Hong Lei said with amusement while browsing his phone. What's wrong? Qin Chen still cares about Shen Fangxuan through his interaction with Shen Fangxuan yesterday. Qin Chen felt that it was exactly what he wanted. And her appearance is worthy of me. We have set up a team on our school forum to fight against Shen Fangxuan. The following oath is to be determined to snatch Qin Chen from the school beauty. Number of people who responded, 500 plus. Hearing this, Qin Chen almost wanted to hit himself to death with a rock. As college students, can't you study hard for a while when you have nothing to do? I do this all day long. Boss, you don't know how to appreciate the blessing you have. Hong Lei showed Qin Chen the screen of his mobile phone. Qin Chen saw nothing but messages from friends. Hello, classmate. Are you in the same dormitory with Qin Chen? Brother, please help me and give Qin Chen a love letter. The more Qin Chen looked at it, the more confused he became. Who wouldn't be confused? Reject them all. I already have a fiancé and I won't be tempted by other women anymore. Qin Chen shook his head and decided to take a walk to relax. I feel so annoyed now. But you know what, it's really cool. Guess who I am? Someone directly covered Qin Chen's eyes. The clear and pleasant voice sounded very comfortable. Qin Chen, are you Xiao Kui? Shen Fangxuan, no. Qin Chen, so you are Xiao Hua? Shen Fangxuan, no. Qin Chen, then I don't know. Shen Fangxuan. She turned her head away angrily and didn't even look at Qin Chen. Why are you here? Qin Chen smiled at the girl. He had to admit that it was really nice to have a campus beauty girlfriend in college. Qin Chen had already felt it yesterday and he would not be able to earn shocking points in the future. He just took Shen Fangxuan and walked around the school, waiting for something shocking. Oh, I don't have classes this afternoon and I'm bored in the dormitory, so I'll come over to accompany you in military training. Shen Fangxuan tied her hair up and the scent of shampoo drifted into Qin Chen's nose. It smells really good. Do you know how many men will be jealous of me if you do this? Qin Chen smiled awkwardly. Do you know how many women would be jealous of me? For having a boyfriend as handsome as you. Although the two did not confess their feelings to each other, Shen Fangxuan and Qin Chen got along very naturally. The first time I saw Qin Chen, I recognized this man. Even though she was reported by Qin Chen, Shen Fangxuan could still be forgiven. Qin Chen's face seemed to have been molded directly from Shen Fangxuan's fantasy. Hee, let them be envious. Qin Chen shouted. Want to go shopping tonight? I want to buy a skirt. Okay. Come to think of it, Qin Chen hasn't had a proper stroll around Linghai since he came here. It's a good time to go out and change my clothes. The summer sun was very strong and beads of sweat appeared on Qin Chen's face. Shen Fangxuan gently took out a small handkerchief from her pocket and gently wiped Qin Chen's forehead. Ding, shock value plus 1000. Ding, shock value plus 5000. Ding, shock value plus 10,000. Oh shit, what is going on? Qin Chen didn't react at once. Qin Chen turned around and found that the entire class, led by Chu Xiaobing, were looking over here. I glanced at the time and it's been 5 minutes since we gathered. Qin Chen cursed in his heart, this woman is really causing trouble. Go gather quickly, I'll be waiting for you over there. Shen Fangxuan pointed to one side of the playground where there was a patch of green shade. Okay. Only after Qin Chen left did Shen Fangxuan turn around. Just at this moment, her face turned red and even her neck was faintly pink. I really want to kiss Qin Chen. No, Shen Fangxuan, what are you thinking about? How can you be so unreserved? Wait a minute, that's my fiancé. Why can't I kiss him? Before she knew it, Shen Fangxuan's face had turned red. Water will drip out. No, I must kiss Qin Chen tonight. The girl couldn't bear it anymore. Chapter 9, Senior, I'm scared, do you want to join me? In fact, half a day of military training is only more than 2 hours. Chu Xiaobing didn't care about Qin Chen, and Qin Chen just played around and managed to get through the military training. It was just after 4 o'clock when we dispersed. Shen Fangxuan brought over a cup of 1 yuan mineral water and Qin Chen felt as if he had been freed. Thanks. Qin Chen's favorite thing is water and he doesn't like things like milk tea. It can only be said that it is a matter of habit. It's all right. When Shen Fangxuan smiled, her two little canine teeth were exposed. It turned out that underneath the appearance of a mature lady, there was actually a little lolly. After 3 steps, Qin Chen glanced back. After 10 steps, Qin Chen glanced back again. What's wrong? Shen Fangxuan blinked and asked Qin Chen. It seems like someone is following us. There were classmates coming and going around them, but Qin Chen didn't know why. He had a strong feeling that someone was following them. Sure enough, Qin Chen turned his head suddenly and saw a familiar figure. Wang Long. Qin Chen paid special attention to him during military training today. This is the only person who makes Qin Chen feel uncomfortable. I always feel like Wang Long has some opinion about me. Maybe I saw it wrong, let's go. Qin Chen shook his head, thinking that he might be overthinking. Shen Fangxuan smiled sweetly and walked on the campus road holding Qin Chen's arm. This tastes so good, doesn't it? Should I kiss you now or later? Qin Chen's profile is so handsome, I can't help it. Shen Fangxuan felt as if her whole body was out of control. Oh my god, Shen Fangxuan, hold on. What is wrong with you? Qin Chen felt something was wrong with the little girl and felt a little numb. What is this for? It's okay, it's a little hot. Qin Chen reached out his hand and touched Shen Fangxuan's forehead. Shen Fangxuan melted. It's not because of the weather, but because of Qin Chen. He actually touched my head. Oh my god, my girly heart. This is too aggressive. I can't stand it. It's not hot, it should be fine, let's go back to the dormitory and get the car. Good. Shen Fangxuan didn't think much about it, as there were all kinds of shared bicycles parked downstairs of the dormitory building. Little did he know that there was a Panamera car key in Qin Chen's trouser pocket. The key appeared directly on the table in Qin Chen's dormitory. The originally ambiguous atmosphere was suddenly broken by a discordant voice. Senior, I want to go out and buy some things, but I'm a little scared because I'm unfamiliar with Linghai. Hello, squad leader. Wang Long ran up to the two of them and said embarrassedly. He even put on glasses and pretended to be a good student. Normally, Shen Fangxuan would directly refuse such a request, but Qin Chen is here now. If she refused directly, would it make her seem stingy? I'll treat the senior and the class monitor to a meal. Wang Long gritted his teeth. Originally, he and Shen Fangxuan were supposed to go out alone for today's game. Now I have to bring Qin Chen, the country bumpkin. But Wang Long couldn't help it, seeing that the two of them were going to the boys' dormitory. Wang Long has been eyeing Shen Fangxuan for so long, how could he just take her to the dormitory just like Qin Chen said so? Impossible, that was the woman who belonged to him, Wang Long. Wang Long's family owns a small company, and he is usually spoiled and arrogant. He believed that Shen Fangxuan must belong to him. Qin Chen suddenly laughed out loud. Damn, you're still unfamiliar with the place. I have the files of everyone in the class. Your family belongs to Linghai, why are you pretending to be like them? Qin Chen felt that any adult had the ability to go out and buy things independently. Any man can understand what Wang Long means. I can take you with me, but it's just for dinner. Can my roommate come along? Certainly. Wang Long waved his hand briskly, but he was just so angry that his teeth were itching. Shen Fangxuan nodded, then let's go together. Seeing that Qin Chen had no objection, Shen Fangxuan didn't say much. Qin Chen dialed the phone. Hey, brothers, come down, we're going out for dinner later, there's a sucker who's treating us. Mo Yang, boss, then I want to try all the home-cooked dishes. Peng Qingyun, boss, can I have 3 boxes of Budweiser? Hong Lei, go downstairs immediately. Qin Chen smiled slightly. What home-cooked food? Today we will not eat the right ones, but only the expensive ones. Australian Dragon King crabs are for you to eat as much as you want. In the dormitory, 3 men let out heart-wrenching screams. Go. I want to eat Australian lobster and king crab. Qin Chen is my second parent. Along the way, Qin Chen and Shen Fangxuan kept making small moves. Wang Long was so angry, but he had no choice but to endure it. Because it will be his home court soon. His coming-of-age gift was a Zodi SR9, which cost about 150,000 renminbi and was the top model. As a college student, being able to drive this car already makes Wang Long's face full of pride. Moreover, apart from the cost-effectiveness, this car looks very similar to Porsche. If you meet some gold diggers who don't understand, you can still fool them. Senior, you can just take my car. The class monitor and his roommate can just share a taxi. Shen Fangxuan was slightly stunned. Classmate, where is your home? From Xi'an. Xi'an City. Shen Fangxuan also caught the suspicious point. It seemed that Wang Long was lying. What about your car? Shanqing is not close to us and there is also the sea between us. Qin Chen laughed out loud. Some people can't even make up a lie. Feeling Shen Fangxuan's questioning gaze, Wang Long wiped the sweat from his face. I just mentioned it yesterday. My dad said that as a man, I should have a car of my own at this age. Wang Long suddenly had an idea. This wave of events was called a way out of the desperate situation. Not only did he answer Shen Fangxuan's question perfectly, he also severely despised Qin Chen. We are all the same age, and I travel with 4 wheels. You, 2 legs, or 2 pedals. Puff. Shen Fangxuan said, oh, and hugged Qin Chen with more strength. I always feel that this guy named Wang Long has bad intentions. There is a special parking space downstairs of the dormitory, but for some reason today it was packed with people. Senior, wait a moment. I'll go drive. Wang Long ran to his car. The white car looked really good and it stopped steadily next to Shen Fangxuan. Senior, come up. Wang Long waved at Shen Fangxuan and fiddled with the car keys in his hand. Qin Chen was about to die of laughter. This guy, he really didn't think Shen Fangxuan was that kind of little girl, right? When reporting for the start of school, Shen Fangxuan got out of the Maserati president. You didn't think that you could attract Shen Fangxuan like this, right? Qin Chen, go quickly, I'll wait for you here, let's take a car. Shen Fangxuan refused. The rejection was very thorough and you didn't even say a word. I want to laugh on the back of a bicycle, not cry on the back seat of a BMW. What's more, isn't this a BMW? Seeing that this trick didn't work, Wang Long became furious. He just parked the car aside without saying anything to Shen Fangxuan. He must see today how Qin Chen and his 3 country bumpkin roommates will get away. Qin Chen squeezed through the crowd and looked around but didn't see his car. Qin Chen understood. He must have been surrounded by this group of people. Brothers, I wonder which big shot's car has parked downstairs of our dormitory. Maybe it's a successful guy here to pick up female college students. I feel like this is the first time I've seen this car. This is the executive extended version, you know. Do you know what this means? The noisy voices made Qin Chen frown. Hey, boss, now you're here, let's go. Hom Lei turned around and saw Qin Chen's angry face and said embarrassedly. The 3 of us were attracted by this Panamera as soon as we came downstairs. Little did we know that so much time had passed. Get lost. Qin Chen cursed. Hom Lei stood in the front and his huge body made it impossible for Qin Chen to squeeze through. Okay. Hom Lei flashed past and stepped aside. Drop. Just as everyone was taking pictures and watching, the Panamera's headlights suddenly flashed. Qin Chen raised his head, straightened his chest, and cleared his throat. Well, brothers, let's shoot tomorrow. I have to go out for something. Please make way. Before anyone could react, Qin Chen got into the car, started the engine, and started it. Roar. Ding. The host shocked everyone, shock value plus 100,000. Hom Lei, Mo Yang and Peng Qingyan were just squeezing together in the back seat. The 3 of them sat there for a long time with expressions of shock and disbelief, unable to recover. This world is crazy, this shit. The boss is actually by my side and the clown is actually myself. Paraim was afraid that the passenger window would slowly roll down. When Shen Fangxuan saw Qin Chen's beautiful face, she sat down without saying a word. At this moment, Wang Long. I don't know what to say. Wang Long was completely numb. He kicked directly at the railing beside him. The railing was broken in half. A huge noise. What followed was the wild shouting of the dormitory manager. That classmate damaged public property, pay compensation. Wang Long cried. What the hell is going on? With tears in his eyes, he paid 500 yuan to the dormitory manager and only then did the lady in the dormitory let him leave. On the other side, Qin Chen looked at the Vienna hotel in front of him and smiled from the bottom of his heart. You have a car, right? You have money, right? Okay, if I don't kill you today, I'm not called Qin Chen. Chapter 10, just the expensive one, not the right one. Sitting in the private room, Qin Chen readily handed the menu to Shen Fangxuan. Order whatever you want. Anyway, I have a sucker to treat you today. He curled his eyebrows in a mean manner. Shen Fangxuan smiled slightly. She liked this kind of handsome and cool man. Can be a wolf or a milkman. Just kill her directly. On the way, Qin Chen showed her Wen Long's basic information, and his home address was Linghai. In Shen Fangshuan's heart, the impression of Wen Long dropped to freezing point. It's so shameless. Can't you see that I, Shen Fangshuan, already have a partner? Or a fiancé? What do you want to do? Senior, I'm scared, do you want to come with me? Shen Fangshuan didn't hesitate and ordered a few dishes directly. But they were all home-cooked dishes, so she still remained rational in her heart. When Qin Chen saw that Shen Fangshuan had finished ordering, he threw the menu directly to the 3 people who were eating. Remember what I just said. Just order the expensive ones, not the right ones. You guys can do whatever you want. Mo Yang, boss, is there a limit? Any amount is fine. Hong Lei, will the boss be angry? Peng Qingyun, boss, I'm hungry, food, expensive. Damn, don't you understand? Restrict you. Do you look down on Wen Long's ability? Anything you want, you're welcome. Qin Chen waved his hand, because just now, Wen Long had entered the room. Qin Chen specially sent him an address, as today's meal would not do without someone paying the bill. The squad leader is right, brother, order whatever you want, you're welcome. I'll cover all the expenses today. Hong Lei, okay. Disgust flashed across Shen Fangshuan's eyes. She hates people who are too concerned about their reputation the most. The strength of Wen Long's family is far inferior to hers. Shen Fangshuan thought the prices on the menu were a bit expensive. What about Wen Long? Isn't this just trying to save face and suffering in the end? Qin Chen gave Hong Lei a look, and Hong Lei indicated that it was okay. Qin Chen was relieved. Hong Lei, hey, waiter, this is spicy whitebait and anchovies in vinegar. As Hong Lei spoke, he flipped through the recipe book. Wen Long took a breath. Fortunately, they were just some cold dishes and not particularly expensive. My impression of Hong Lei has improved greatly. Qin Chen smiled, seeing through everything without saying it out loud. Hong Lei scratched his hair hard and didn't even give Peng Qingyun and Mo Yang a chance to look at the menu. He slammed the recipe shut. All of a sudden, the generosity of northern men came up. Damn it, no more cold dishes, it's boring. Student Wen Long is straightforward today, so I am straightforward too. Hong Lei waved his hand and said, bring those 8 special dishes. Let's have a good time today. The boss and sister-in-law are here. Let's go out for dinner. Don't worry about how much it costs. Also, 5 more Australian lobsters and 5 more king crabs. That's all for now. Phew, although Qin Chen had expected it, he still couldn't help laughing. Including Shen Fangshuan, Qin Chen could feel that the little hands holding his were shaking. Wen Long was confused, how did things develop like this? Damn it, you guys don't care, but I do. Although Wen Long has some savings in his card, he can't afford such a spending. Hong Lei left his seat and patted Wen Long on the shoulder. Brother, come on, you will be my second brother from now on. Call me second brother. Mo Yang, hello, second brother. Peng Qingyun, hello, second brother. Hong Lei looked at Qin Chen, raised his eyebrows and smiled slyly. Boss, come on, call me second brother. Qin Chen was so upset that he had underestimated Hong Lei. This kid has so much room for free play. The hotel served the food very quickly, and at least the 3 people had a very good meal. Wen Long was the most depressed, worrying about how much money it would cost. And as soon as he said a word, he was interrupted by Hong Lei. So I didn't get a word in at all. This made Shen Fangshuan and Qin Chen's roommates become much more familiar with each other. Waiter, check out. Qin Chen shouted. He estimated that this meal would cost at least 20,000 to 30,000 yuan. Vienna's quality is not low, but it's just that. I guess this is the limit. Although there aren't many scams, it's just okay. It will teach Wen Long a lesson. The waiter was in the room before, so he ran straight to Wen Long's position. Sir, the total is $33,000. Wen Long's mouth twitched. So expensive. Shit, I have 50,000 yuan in my card now, how can I spend so much money at once? It's over. Wen Long feels that there is no hope in life. Qin Chen laughed. Wen Long's expression looked like he had eaten shit. What's wrong, Wen Long? Is it because you don't have enough money? Wen Long hardened his heart and saw Shen Fangshuan's hand on Qin Chen. Grit your teeth. Damn, how much does face cost? Damn it, no more. I really didn't bring enough money. Qin Chen laughed and said, I know you don't have money, so I'll do it. Although 20,000 or 30,000 is expensive, this hotel is mine, and in the end it will all go into my own pocket. Shen Fangxuan. Hong Lei, Mo Yang, Pen Qinyan. Wang Long. Take out the card and hand it to the waiter. Go brush it. Ding, host bragging detected, dream coming true. Congratulations to the host for acquiring 20% of the shares of Vienna Hotel. Chapter 11, Senior Schoolmate Sends Flowers, Is This Idiot Looking for Trouble? Damn, 20%. What shocked Qin Chen was not the 20% stake, but the introduction below. Vienna Hotels. A high-end hotel in Linghai, the executive director Wen Yi holds 18% of the shares. After Qin Chen obtained the 20% stake, he became the largest shareholder of Vienna Hotel. What this means is that Qin Chen is now the boss of Vienna. Wang Long rolled his eyes at Qin Chen. His family is from Linghai, and his family would take him to some big and small cocktail parties. Why do I remember that the boss in Vienna I met before didn't he look like you? Is it an old man? Then I'd like to thank Mr. Qin first. Wang Long clasped his fists and had already given up on Shen Fangxuan. Unexpectedly, the opportunity has come now. Qin Chen is shooting himself in the foot. Hey, brother, why are you bragging about nothing? Ding, Wang Long's taunt is detected, shock value 100000. Fuck. Qin Chen cursed out loud. Pen Qinyan, Hong Lei, Mo Yang. What happened? Qin Chen felt so miserable. Damn, what kind of grudge does Wang Long have against me? Can 100,000 points be reduced immediately? Damn, Qin Chen's blood pressure went up immediately. Shen Fangxuan squeezed Qin Chen's hand to express her concern. It's all right. Qin Chen coughed. Wang Long picked up a cup of tea and walked to Qin Chen. Squad leader, I'm driving today and can't drink. But I'll use tea instead of wine. Here's a toast to you. Wang Long pushed the cup from one to another, with the rim of the cup slightly tilted. Some tea spilled onto Qin Chen's arm. Squad leader, it's all my fault for not being careful. Are you okay? It's okay. Qin Chen shook his head. At this moment, Hong Lei had already picked up the teapot. In a place where Wang Long couldn't see, it seemed as if he wanted to kill Wang Long directly. There are no more tissues on the table, even though they are so close. Under the gaze of the 5 big men on the field, especially Wang Long, who was almost jealous, Shen Fangxuan directly took her coat and wiped the tea off Qin Chen's arm. While wiping it, he touched Qin Chen's head with concern. Are you all right? Shen Fangxuan thought the tea was boiling hot and was afraid that Qin Chen would get scalded. Hong Lei put down the teapot in his hand. Because he felt that Wang Long got the punishment he deserved. Even more cruel punishment. What is more devastating to a person than killing him is destroying his heart. This move by Shen Fangxuan is called heartbreaking. Dang dang dang. There was a knock on the door. Come in. Wang Long shouted, as if he was the host. Then an old man with a white beard came in from outside. The old man was dressed in a tang suit, very formal. Boss Qin, why didn't you tell me you were coming to eat? Qin's work. Wang Yi, who was drinking tea and enjoying life in the office, suddenly received a message. That is, 20% of Vienna's shares were suddenly taken away by one person. The huge amount of funds made it impossible for retail investors in Vienna to resist. Then, Wang Yi knew that Qin Chen was still eating here. He walked down quickly. He had figured it out. Since he couldn't be an enemy of Qin Chen, he would form a united front with Qin Chen. I just came here to chat with a few friends, why bother? Qin Chen glanced at Wang Yi and showed nothing. At this moment, Wang Long's face was full of black lines. Holy shit, this world is crazy. Is this Qin Chen really the boss of Vienna? Shit, is he really not bragging? Ding, Wang Long's shock is detected. Host obtains the achievement, Super Counterattack, and is rewarded with a shock value of 1 million. Oh shit, Qin Chen thought, how cool. This is a shocking value of 1 million. How about just continuing with the lottery? Although he was very excited, Qin Chen still wanted to save this opportunity for a while when there was no one around. Where's my card? Wang Yi handed over Qin Chen's bank card. Mr. Qin, here it is. How much money is left? How can you spend money here? Wang Yi wiped the sweat from his face. He had lived for most of his life. I didn't expect that I couldn't guess what a young man was thinking now. Qin Chen turned his head and looked directly at Wang Yi. I don't know how you do things. Just because I'm the chairman, you're giving me a free meal. So is the hotel still open? No one can get a free meal in Vienna, no matter who you are. Qin Chen pointed at Wang Long. This meal is on Mr. Wang's treat. Go swipe your card. Damn it, Wang Long, I'm going to kill you. Originally, Qin Chen had good intentions in giving Wang Long a way out. I didn't expect Wang Long to be such a person. It's really disgusting. Hey, isn't this Ling girl? Shen Fangxuan smiled sweetly. Hello, Grandpa Wang. Wang Yi obviously knew Shen Fangxuan. Give your father my regards. He turned around and followed the Master Wang that Qin Chen was pointing at. Wang Yi really wanted to see who was the person who could be called a prince by Qin Chen. Until I saw Wang Long, I was shocked. Hello, Mr. Wang. My name is Wang Long. We met last time at the charity auction. Wang Yi nodded. I remember you. Wang Long let out a long sigh of relief. Qin Chen's performance just now forced Wang Long to pay the money. Fortunately, Wang Yi still remembered me. Otherwise, today would be hard to say. Your father sells toilets. Wang Yi said calmly. Puff. The tea in Hong Lei's mouth sprayed out. Fortunately, everyone finished their meal. Hong Lei, I was wondering how Wang Long could be so good at pretending. So this is what his family does. Peng Qinyan, it's because boss Qin Chen keeps a low profile. Shen Fangxuan also laughed, and Qin Chen felt that Shen Fangxuan's body was shaking. Yes, my family is in the toilet business. Although Wang Long felt a little embarrassed, he didn't dare to offend Wang Yi. Qin Chen took the three people who were eating and Shen Fangxuan and left directly. He didn't want to be followed by a bunch of shits in the future. Originally, this was a private date with Shen Fangxuan. Well, boss, you and your sister-in-law can just leave. We'll take a taxi back. Hong Lei grabbed the two people who were still following Qin Chen. He said while scratching his head. Qin Chen, okay, then you go ahead. Shen Fangxuan also waved to them. Qin Chen, it has to be Hong Lei. Mo Yang, why are you pulling me here? Aren't we going to the mall? I want to buy a short-sleeve top. Peng Qingyan, my dad just gave me the money for the computer and I want to go and take a look at the computer. Hong Lei hit Mo Yang and Peng Qingyan on the head and picked up a cigarette. Ignite. You have to know that sometimes emotional intelligence is a good thing. It's a pity that you may never experience it. Hong Lei sighed. Dong'an Square. Shen Fangxuan's long legs attracted countless people's attention along the way. Qin Chen felt a little embarrassed. Shen Fangxuan, I didn't expect that you are a big boss. Are you hiding your talents? She deliberately moved her body closer to Qin Chen, getting tighter. Oh, they are just trivial matters, not worth mentioning. When it comes to showing off, Qin Chen is the best. The two were at the entrance of the shopping mall and Shen Fangxuan took out her cell phone. Sweet dimples and little canine teeth that show when she smiles. Qin Chen was deeply impressed. I was attracted at once. Suddenly, Shen Fangxuan patted my arm. Idiot, what are you standing there for? Shall we take a picture? My arms aren't long enough, you hold it like this. Shen Fangxuan posed and Qin Chen was stunned. Click. After taking this photo, Shen Fangxuan was really at a loss whether to laugh or cry. She stood on tiptoe and gently pinched Qin Chen's nose. The tone is so soft that it can make people melt. Silly, are you taking pictures of a straight man? Which girl would dare to marry you? Just smile when you find a good girlfriend like me. Qin Chen smiled slightly and lifted Shen Fangxuan's chin. Be honest. The tone seemed very serious. Yes, it seems. Because Qin Chen couldn't stand it anymore. Shen Fangxuan, even when she doesn't speak, she is absolutely a queen. The one who speaks is definitely a cute girl. She wants a good figure and a pretty face. A high ponytail skirt, a white vest and sneakers. This TM, let us not talk about whether it is a teenage killer or not. Anyway, he is Qin Chen's killer. Wait for me. Shen Fangxuan ran away with a red face. Slowly, whirring. Qin Chen was too aggressive this time. But Shen Fangxuan didn't run out without a purpose. Instead, she saw a mobile stall selling flowers nearby. Boss, give me a bouquet of roses. Ran to Qin Chen. He grinned and handed over the bouquet of flowers. Student Qin Chen. Although our engagement came about in an unclear way. But since I met you, I know that I have met the most important person in my life. It's said on the internet that the first bouquet of flowers a boy receives will be at his own funeral. I don't want you to become like that, so this bouquet of flowers is for you. This is the first time I've given flowers to someone. Qin Chen smiled. He is very happy. Gently take the bouquet of flowers. It's the first time I've received flowers, too. Ding, the reaction of the people around is detected, the host's shock value plus 100,000. When Qin Chen heard the prompt tone, he noticed that many passers-by had stopped around. There's no way, he and Shen Fangxuan are both so good-looking. Run away. Qin Chen directly took Shen Fangxuan's hand and walked into Sanxian Square. Chapter 12, Light Blue Skirt. Do I look good? Student Qin Chen, you blushed just now. Shen Fangxuan said. He totally ignored the fact that his face was already cooked. The little girl has let go of this matter. Isn't it just blushing? What's wrong? It's famous just because it's famous. Qin Chen smiled evilly. What did you call me? Student Qin Chen. Qin Chen coughed and said, what should you call me? Junior. Pooh. Younger brother. Wrong. Then I don't know, that's all I can think of. Shen Fangxuan said this deliberately. She knew what Qin Chen was thinking. But how is that possible? She is a stubborn person. Although what I just said to Qin Chen had a little bit of a confession in it. But how can a girl take the initiative in this matter? You should call me. Qin Chen said this and paused deliberately. What? Shen Fangxuan figured it out. Qin Chen's smile was so beautiful. I'm in a good mood today. If Qin Chen said those two words, Shen Fangxuan might consider calling out. Husband. Qin Chen spread his hands. Call me Qin Chen. It would be strange to add classmate at the end. After all, we are the ones who are going to get the certificate. Shen Fangxuan was so angry that she almost died. What the hell? Shouldn't you let me call you husband? You bastard, bah. A man without emotional intelligence. Shen Fangxuan stomped her feet in anger, which made Qin Chen laugh. Stop making trouble. Don't you want to buy a skirt? Look at that skirt. Qin Chen pointed to a light blue skirt in the window nearby. It's not a pleated skirt, it should just cover the knees. This just fits Qin Chen's aesthetic if nothing unexpected happens. It looks absolutely gorgeous when worn by Shen Fangxuan. Ah, Gucci. Okay, let's go in and take a look. Qin Chen didn't notice it was Gucci, but it didn't matter. It can be said that this is a brand that Qin Chen would never have dared to think of before. But now, having the system is equivalent to having the yellow robe. What can't get in? Rush? That blue dress, find one in my size. Thank you. Shen Fangxuan spoke to the salesgirl very generously. Then he followed Qin Chen and looked around casually. I found that I still underestimated the price of Gucci. Shen Fangxuan shook her head. I just casually opened the labels of a few bags and scared her back. Just open one and it will cost tens of thousands of yuan. They are also the cheapest. Maybe the bags in the top cabinets are even more expensive. Why? Qin Chen picked up a short-sleeved shirt at random. It is a collaboration between Gucci and Smiley Face. Look at this short-sleeved shirt. It's over 5,000. It's very expensive. In fact, this is the brand effect. Most of these clothes are designed. And the bag? Qin Chen and Shen Fangxuan were talking. The value lies in its characteristics, its craftsmanship and its ingenuity. Your skirt. The fitting room is over there. Shen Fangxuan nodded. Walking to the fitting room, Shen Fangxuan was also full of anticipation. She wanted to surprise Qin Chen. I finally got out of school today. It seems like I don't want to go back. The documents are all here. We'll adapt to the situation in a moment. Fuck, this brother is quite handsome, but it's a pity that he is dressed so poorly. Waiting for someone here, I guess is being kept by someone, right? Qin Chen sat on the soft sofa waiting for Shen Fangxuan. Then you hear discordant sounds. Qin Chen looked directly into the eyes of the person who came, feeling a little unhappy. What the hell is this? After thinking about it, I decided to forget it. It wasn't necessary, but it was unexpected. The man and woman who came in walked straight in front of Qin Chen. The woman looked aggrieved and acted coquettishly, then fell limply into the man's arms. Honey, that country bumpkin just glanced at me secretly. I feel really sick. Although the woman said this, she was still shocked by Qin Chen's appearance. Even more handsome. The man sneered at Qin Chen. Brother, you just glanced at my girlfriend, how do you solve this problem? Qin Chen ignored him. Damn it, I won't make it difficult for you today to peek at my girlfriend. Get out of here today and I'll let you go. The man said this, but was pushed away by Qin Chen. The heavy push caused the man to stagger and almost lose his balance. Move aside a little, my wife is coming out. Qin Chen's gaze stayed on Shen Fengxuan, who had just come out of the fitting room. The light blue skirt matches Shen Fengxuan's figure. Just right, as if it was tailor-made. Smiling like a flower, she looks like Qin Chen. Am I pretty? Chapter 13, Master, girl, you have a problem. Nice. Qin Chen especially wanted to say, this is so beautiful. If Qin Chen hadn't tried hard to restrain himself, his saliva would have flowed out. My brother's vision is the worst in the world. I was able to find Shen Fengxuan in the vast crowd in an instant. Ding, the host is detected to be bragging, and the dream is coming true for the host. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Face Appraiser experience card one day. Oh shit. Qin Chen, brother system, do we even have this? System, don't worry, this system can help you realize your dreams. There is nothing I can't do, except what you can't imagine. So cool. Pretty. The so-called facial examiner is someone who observes a person's appearance. Give a comprehensive score to a person's appearance. Hey, I know I'm beautiful. Shen Fengxuan ran to Qin Chen and turned around. Princess etiquette, turn around, bow, and place your hands on your shoulders. This dance is dedicated to my dear prince. Qin Chen held Shen Fengxuan's hand. Ding, the manager's shock is detected, the host's shock value plus 10,000. Ding, Song Miao's sneer is detected, the host's shock value is 3,000. Song Miao is the man who just said that Qin Chen was peeking at his girlfriend. Song Miao is now very unhappy. These three big words were almost written on his face. Why? Looking at Qin Chen's outfit, which couldn't be more ordinary. Her hat is from MLB and her necklace is from Bulgari. The dress is from Balenciaga, the pants are from Boy, and the shoes are from Gucci. Why does Qin Chen have such a beautiful girlfriend? Fengxuan, you are so beautiful. Qin Chen ignored Song Miao and looked at Shen Fengxuan with deep affection. Ding, the detection function has been automatically turned on for the host. Test subject, Shen Fengxuan. Appearance, 90 points. Skin color, snow white. Temperament, excellent. Wow, you can still give a score. Suddenly, Qin Chen had fun and glanced at Song Miao's girlfriend. Ding, the host chooses to continue monitoring. Test subject, Wang Kasin. Appearance, 40 points. Skin color, black. Temperament, sloppy. Wow, such a pretty and elegant looking girl, but she only scored 40 points in the system. Flowers are set off by green leaves. It was because of Wang Kasin's low score that Qin Chen realized how high Shen Fengxuan's score of 90 was. Sure enough, I compared it with other girls in the store. It is usually around 50 or 60 points. By this dress. I'll go swipe the card. Qin Chen helped Shen Fengxuan adjust her bow tie and spoke gently. I just paid for it. Shen Fengxuan shook her head. She would not spend Qin Chen's money. Although this dress is indeed a bit expensive, it is not unacceptable. Damn, you little white face. You always let women spend money when you go out. Song Miao stood aside and said viciously. In terms of handsomeness, Qin Chen is much more handsome than him. When it comes to women, Shen Fengxuan is invincible and crushes Wang Kasin. He had no confidence and suddenly realized. Damn, I'm competing with that guy for money. Damn, women always spend money when we go shopping. Do you have the dignity of a man? You want to say something else? Shen Fengxuan looked at Song Miao sharply. When Shen Fengxuan heard Song Miao's words, she became furious. Who are you calling a gigolo? Can you tell me another sentence? Shen Fengxuan is not afraid because her family is in Linghai. No matter how big the trouble is, she can always ask her family for help. Shen Fengxuan felt uncomfortable. I especially want to argue with Song Miao. How come Qin Chen, who is so precious to me, has become a gigolo in your mouth? Feeling Shen Fengxuan's anger, Wang Kasin couldn't help it. Wang Kasin was originally a little gangster who played rather wildly. The reason I'm with Song Miao is because he has some money. Now that the financial sponsor has been scolded, Wang Kasin can't stand it. Try to say that to my husband again. It's all over if I don't smoke you. It was your boyfriend who peeped at me first. Do you still think you're right? Wang Kesen spoke in a loud voice. In addition, there were already a lot of people in the store, so a lot of people gathered around at once. What's going on? Give me some watermelon. Isn't this another story of a mistress being torn apart in a luxury store? Don't tell me, that guy is so handsome. Have your eyes been rubbed by brick? Look at that goddess. Qin Chen smiled slightly, his eyes narrowed. He is angry. Ding, host needs detected in-depth analysis of Wang Kesen's appearance. In 2 seconds, a report appeared in Qin Chen's mind. Described above are various issues regarding Wang Kesen's appearance. Shen Fangxuan was furious, but she resisted the urge to call her family. From childhood to adulthood, I have never met such an unreasonable person. Qin Chen is spying on you. Big sister, can you have some shame? When I stand in front of Qin Chen, he is like a piece of wood. Spying on you. Shen Fangxuan got angry and knew that this matter was bound to have no way to end smoothly. Unexpectedly, Qin Chen pulled him behind him. Qin Chen's voice was gentle and soft. I am a man. Go hide behind me. After just 2 sentences, Shen Fangxuan felt that she was going to be pregnant. So sweet and numb. Shen Fangxuan, who was about to transform into a Super Saiyan. Now like a little white rabbit, hiding behind Qin Chen. Qin Chen grinned and looked at Wang Kesen. Are you upset recently? Because some things are not allowed. Neither Shen Fangxuan nor Tang Miao understood what Qin Chen meant. Only Wang Kesen was stunned. What does this have to do with you? How many layers of sunscreen did you put on before going out? Girl, you know, wheat-colored skin is actually pretty good looking. There's no need to make yourself look like a white bone demon. And, girl, if I'm not mistaken, you stayed up late last night. There are 3 small bubbles of fire on the right side of your forehead. Did you use foundation to cover them up today? Qin Chen's words were like a bomb, and Tang Miao understood them. He knew all these things. What Qin Chen said is absolutely correct. Qin Chen couldn't help it. He had to confront someone today to ease the anger of God Qin. Damn it, don't come out and bite people when you're dressed like a human being. Don't you check the almanac before going out? Did it bite me on the head? You said I was spying on you. Do you think you deserve it? What good does it do me to spy on you? Are you beautiful? Now you're calling yourself beautiful like a white bone demon. Do you dare to take off your clothes and let everyone see what kind of monster you are? Remove makeup. Shit, that's impossible. Wang Kesen was stunned by what Qin Chen said, and Tang Miao was also embarrassed. No one could have imagined that Qin Chen could be so powerful. But it's hard to refute. Because they are all facts. Brother, please give me some space so that we can meet again in the future. Besides, although my girlfriend is not very pretty, it is true that you peeped at her just now. Tang Miao lowered his tone. And you still accuse me of peeping? FCK. You really don't think that this face appraiser only knows how to look at the face, do you? However, Qin Chen is also a reasonable person. Tang Miao spoke nicely, and Qin Chen also started talking in a gentle manner. Put this Tang Miao's shoulder in a tone that everyone can hear. Brother, I have to say, you are a man. This woman had her nose cut 3 times, probably about a year ago. Then my right cheekbone was moved. It used to be a big forehead. You have double eyelid surgery and your face is covered in sulfuric acid. You can still eat this. I admire you, brother. Qin Chen paused and put the hat on Tang Miao. This woman has a black spot on her forehead. It's either because of staying up late or... Qin Chen gave him an expression that every man could understand. Do you feel like she's not in a good mood lately? I think there might be someone outside. I'm not sure about it. But it won't take you long to check this thing. Qin Chen had a look of gloating on his face. This is all bullshit. Main. This wave is called. Some women. He doesn't look like a good person. Just think about it, what if she has a brother Wang or something? Isn't this what you fear? Qin Chen narrowed his eyes again after he finished speaking. TSK, the green grassland is so joyful. Fuck you, you bitch. Tang Miao knew that Wang Kesen had had plastic surgery, so what Qin Chen said was absolutely right. Cell phone. Tang Miao stretched out his hand. Ah. Wang Kesen was stunned. Tang Miao, damn it, show me your phone. Wang Kesen, dear, didn't you say you wouldn't check my phone? Tang Miao snatched Wang Kesen's phone without saying a word. Found the chat history. Qin Chen leaned over to take a look. It was too disgusting. It turns out. Really? WTF. At this moment, Qin Chen looked at Tang Miao with sympathy. Tang Miao slapped Wang Kexin on the face. Tell me. Haven't you had no contact with him? Another slap. Why did you give me such an expensive hat today? It's still cuckold. The feelings were given to me by that man. You even accused that guy of spying on you. Do you have any shame? His girlfriend is 10 million times prettier than you. Damn it, bad luck. Qin Chen pulled Shen Fangxuan and tried to escape. After all, the scene was too chaotic. Tang Miao had exhausted all his strength. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking everyone, shock value plus 300,000. NB, Qin Chen decided that he would take Shen Fangxuan to crowded places more often in the future. It's really fast to shock you. Chapter 14 Reward. Patek Philippe Limited Edition Couples Watch. Qin Chen felt the pain in his heart, having just earned a shocking 300,000 yuan. Now the result is that it has a shocking value of only 3 points. Why? Because just now Qin Chen made the decision while getting on the elevator. I exchanged it for a facial cleansing pill in the System Mall. Since he has already decided that Shen Fangxuan is his wife, he must treat her better. Qin Chen decided to give this to Shen Fangxuan. Must be cool and have a 100% appearance. Linga, I have a candy here. There's only one left, and it's really delicious. I think I should give it to you. Qin Chen is now silly, just like a foolish boy who is blinded by love. Hey, you have this intention. Shen Fangxuan didn't hesitate and took it directly and put it into her mouth. Wow, so sweet. Oh my god, is this because this candy was given by Qin Chen? How sweet. Shen Fangxuan now feels as sweet as if she had eaten honey. But she didn't know that her temperament and appearance were undergoing earth-shaking changes. It's not that he has changed much, just like Qin Chen. Just some minor adjustments made her look so impeccable. Qin Chen, this candy is so sweet, can you give me one a day in the future? Love is saying I love you to each other once a day, and caring about each other good morning and good night. No, my teeth hurt from eating too much candy. It depends on your performance. If you perform well, I'll give you one. Qin Chen said this, but he felt pain in his heart. It hurts so much, damn, Shen Fangxuan doesn't he know? This candy is worth 300,000 yuan per piece. One a day. Qin Chen might as well just die. Feeling the change in Shen Fangxuan, Qin Chen was dumbfounded. Beautiful. So beautiful. It's beyond words. Ding, the host is identifying the appearance of the person in front of him. Appraiser, Shen Fangxuan. Appearance, 99. Temperament, transcendent and excellent. Qin Chen, brother System, please explain to me why it is not 100. System, I guarantee that she is definitely the most beautiful woman in the world right now, really. Qin Chen, I just want to know why it didn't reach 100. System, how should I put this? Do you know what kind of things women go through to become more and more beautiful? Qin Chen, go away, from now on just call yourself LSP System. Let's go to that store and have a look. Shen Fangxuan looked around and chose the Patek Philippe store. Seeing Qin Chen's empty hands, Shen Fangxuan suddenly wanted to do something. At the entrance of the Patek Philippe store, a woman was holding a mobile phone stand. Barrages of comments kept popping up on the phone. The anchor is not available today. Why can't we find a couple with outstanding looks? The anchor, find me as soon as possible, or I will unfollow you. I want to watch handsome men and beautiful women, rubbish anchors, a waste of youth. There was nothing Zhao Li could do. She is an outdoor anchor who usually uses young couples she meets on the street as her material. Outdoors this is the case. In the current situation, it is really impossible to encounter this situation, there is nothing we can do. She can't just go and build a team. Family, I really can't find it. I have walked around this building. There are really no good-looking couples out shopping today. I really can't help it. Zhao Li was complaining when she suddenly saw a very good-looking couple walking over from the side. It can be said that this is even more beautiful than the street interviews she had found before. What kind of cattle and horses were you looking for before? There is simply no comparison. Family members, I found it. Don't worry. Zhao Li will work quickly to seek benefits for the family members. Zhao Li's eyes were shining. Wow, this is so suitable for my live broadcast theme. Shen Fengshuan took Qin Chen's hand and walked towards the door of Patek Philippe's store. Qin Chen suddenly saw a woman of average appearance and crazy appearance appearing in front of him. In the woman's eyes, Qin Chen saw hope and money. "Hello, can I have a few minutes of your time?" Qin Chen hates this kind of anchor the most. Having nothing to do all day, just trying to get attention and cause trouble. No time. Qin Chen and Shen Fengshuan took bigger steps. The pace also became more rapid. The woman trotted after him and asked, "Excuse me, are you going to the Patek Philippe store?" Qin Chen, "Yeah." "Are you going there to check the watch?" Qin Chen's face was filled with black lines. "Isn't this nonsense?" "No, I'm buying a watch." After that, Qin Chen and Shen Fengshuan entered the Patek Philippe store. Ding, the host's bragging is detected. The host's dream has come true. The limited edition Patek Philippe couple's watch has been issued as a reward. Chapter 15, Transformation. How can a person have regrets in life? Qin Chen smiled slightly when he heard this reminder. He walked into the Patek Philippe store with his head held high, leaving behind Zhao Li with a look of anticipation. Zhao Li knew that the climax of today's live broadcast had arrived. Didn't Qin Chen just say he was going in to buy a watch? Zhao Li didn't know whether Qin Chen was bragging. She didn't care about these things, and she even looked forward to Qin Chen bragging. The number of live broadcast viewers soared from 10,000 plus to 30,000 plus. The barrage was also refreshing frantically. 180-pound custom-made JK, fuck, this brother is so handsome. I fainted. I pushed the tower while sick. Damn, the people the anchors are looking for are so boastful now. Go in and buy a watch. I bought a watch last year, right? He was doing a handstand and ran away. The name has been changed. If I really buy it, I will broadcast it live. Seeing everyone's enthusiasm, Zhao Li was happy. Popularity means money. The more people watch a live broadcast, the happier she is. In such a short period of time, Zhao Li's fans have increased by 3,000. Shen Fengshuan shook Qin Chen's arm. "Qin Chen, look at this." Shen Fengshuan picked up a mechanical watch. The overall look of the watch was very high-end and elegant. Although it is a bit beyond Qin Chen's age, it should look good. No, it's too cheap. Qin Chen shook his head. He was joking. In fact, he felt that it was really ugly. Shen Fengshuan understood what Qin Chen meant, stuck out her tongue and made a face. Playfully said, "Then let's take a look." This scene made an older man in a suit next to them very unhappy. Too cheap. Big brother is very happy today. He is a senior executive of the Vienna Hotel. After saving up until now, I finally decided to buy the cheapest Patek Philippe. Qin Chen had just seen what Shen Fengshuan had just pointed out to him. Just was put off by the price. Qin Chen said it was too cheap. Damn, poor students are jealous students. What's wrong with this world? Can anyone really come to Patek Philippe's store to seek a place of presence? Big brother lowered his head and muttered something. The voice was neither loud nor soft, just right for Qin Chen's ears. After Shen Fengshuan heard this, disgust appeared on her face. She wanted to stand up for Qin Chen. Shen Fengshuan doesn't want to let go of anyone who slanders Qin Chen. But he was suppressed by Qin Chen with a pat on the head. Be good, there's no need to get angry with this kind of person. Pat the head to kill. Shen Fengshuan's face turned red in an instant. Countless ideas are popping up like crazy. Qin Chen touched my head. What does he want to do? Wow, this is too sweet. Shen Fengshuan, what are you waiting for? Taking a step forward is happiness. Shen Fengshuan touched her forehead as if she could fry an egg right now. Big brother finally chose a decent watch. There was a waiter who packed the food for him. Just then, Big brother saw a pair of couple watches on the top of the counter. He was immediately attracted. If Patek Philippe is the king of watches compared to ordinary watches, this pair of couple watches is simply the Patek Philippe among Patek Philippe's. Once you see it, you can't take your eyes off it. Hello, I would like to ask how much the watch above is. The waiter was wrapping the clothes for the older brother and he asked. The waiter took one look and smiled. Sir, if you can't afford it, why bother yourself? This is not really the waiter looking down on Big brother. This is a fact. Big brother felt relieved and wanted to cry but had no tears. There are always some regrets in one's life. But it was the waiter who was interrupted by Big brother. The moment he turned around, he saw Qin Chen strolling nearby. This time, I won't have to pretend to be Big Brother anymore. He stopped smiling, dropped what he was doing, and quickly ran into the house. The movement was quick and skillful. Just as Big Brother was wondering, a man and a waiter came running out. The waiter continued to give Big Brother a hardcover box. The man didn't even look at Big Brother, the customer. Ran straight to Kin Chen. "Mr. Kin, didn't I say I would send the watch to you?" The man pushed his glasses and sweat broke out on his forehead. Kin Chen flipped through the text messages on his phone and indeed saw such a message. He smiled slightly. "I haven't seen the message. Your sister-in-law and I happen to be shopping here, so just take it away." A man must be at least 35. After hearing Kin Chen's words, he was not angry, but nodded respectfully. "Wait a moment, Mr. Kin. I'll get the watch for you now." Kin Chen nodded. "Need I say more?" Big Brother is already confused. "Are you sure that man is the manager of Patek Philippe and not an actor hired by Kin Chen? This kind of plot, dare a movie to play it. Damn, what kind of conditions are these? Do you have a mine at home?" Big Brother was feeling jealous when suddenly someone patted him on the back. The manager of Patek Philippe looked anxious and spoke in a serious tone. "Sir, please move over here. I need my watch." Big Brother quickly stepped forward. He was not stupid. He couldn't even get angry. He had already begun to suspect that Kin Chen was the illegitimate son of some big boss. Although Wang Lun was in a hurry, he still walked cautiously to Kin Chen after getting the watch. "Mr. Kin, this is the pair of watches you ordered. It can be said that there is no other pair of watches like this in the entire world. There are no fakes, because no one can imitate them." Shen Fangxuan was completely attracted. The women's watch inside is small and exquisite, inlaid with tiny sparkling diamonds. Dodge people's eyes. It looks great. The men's watch is also mature yet youthful, as if it was specially customized for Kin Chen. Wait. Wang Lun just said that this was custom made by Kin Chen. Yeah, that's good. Kin Chen nodded with satisfaction. Then he took out the women's watch. He looked at Shen Fangxuan with tenderness. "Fangxuan, this watch is for you. But it's up to you whether to wear it or not." Kin Chen paused deliberately. Shen Fangxuan pouted and snorted. "Dead Kin Minister. Why, do you have any other choice besides giving it to me?" Kin Chen thought about it carefully. "Well, there are so many girls in our school." "Shut up." Shen Fangxuan pretended to be angry and sneered at Kin Chen. "You still dare to mention those women to me? Humph, you, Kin Chen, are destined to be mine, don't you understand?" Shen Fangxuan took the watch without saying a word. Kin Chen was quick to put it on Shen Fangxuan carefully. Just the right fit. Just when Shen Fangxuan was still stunned by her watch's appearance, she heard warm breath beside her ear. And Kin Chen's voice. "After you put on the watch I gave you, you will be mine from now on. Mom, save me." This was Shen Fangxuan's first reaction. "This is too aggressive, this is too wolfish. I can't stand it anymore. How could there be such a perfect man like Kin Chen in the world?" Although she was deeply moved, Shen Fangxuan still pretended to be tough. "HMPH, let's see how you perform. I have always been yours, silly Kin Chen." The little girl blushed again. It seems that during this time with Kin Chen, Shen Fangxuan's face has never been normal. The relationship between young Master Qin and his sister-in-law is really enviable. Wang Lun said with a smile. "Manager, how do you write this order, Mr. Qin?" The waiter dressed the elder brother nicely and came over to ask Wang Lun awkwardly. "Just write about Kin Chen." Wang Lun replied. In front of the store. Big Brother accepted an interview with Zhao Li. "Zhao Li, did you see a young couple in there?" "Big Brother, I see." "Zhao Li, what are they doing?" The elder brother held back his tears. His voice was choked with sobs. "Don't mention it, comparing yourself to others will only make you angry." This sentence completely confused Zhao Li and the fans in the live broadcast room. What does it mean? At this moment, Big Brother heard what Wang Lun said. He ran back to the store. Kin Chen was frightened by the sudden appearance of Big Brother. "Bro, do you walk without making any sound?" "Mr. Qin, I am Zhao Jiao. It's the Vienna Hotel Management Manager. Meet Mr. Qin." Unlike his previous sneer at Kin Chen, Big Brother took a very humble attitude this time. He didn't dare to look up because of the ridicule he had shown to Kin Chen before. He is afraid. Qin Chen could see that Zhao Jiao's entire body was shaking. Qin Chen smiled, what a coincidence. Isn't this just waiting to be slapped in the face? But in Zhao Jiao's eyes, Qin Chen's smile was a smile of contempt for himself. Boss Qin, I know I was wrong. I shouldn't have been sarcastic to you, I apologize. Boss Qin, I worked diligently last year and created a great opportunity for our hotel. Zhao Jiao was outputting like crazy. He was afraid that the Qin officials would be unhappy and fire him directly. He never thought of hiding from Qin Chen. Because he knows that you can avoid the first day but not the 15th. The best outcome is to apologize to Qin Chen now. It's okay, let's go. Qin Chen said with a smile. Shen Fangxuan originally wanted to make things difficult for Zhao Jiao, but Zhao Jiao's attitude was too good. Besides, neither she nor Qin Chen are stingy people. Boss Qin, this is my phone number. If you need anything, you can tell me at any time. Zhao Jiao took out his business card and handed it to Qin Chen, but his hands were shaking. Qin Chen patted Zhao Jiao on the shoulder and took the business card. Work hard, I'll see how you perform. Our hotel needs a man like you who can bend and stretch. Zhao Jiao seemed to be energized by a shot of chicken blood, and he jumped up and stood up straight. Thank you, Mr. Qin. Qin Chen nodded slightly. He looked into Shen Fangxuan's eyes. They walked out of the store holding hands. Zhao Li widened her eyes and started roaring. Family, the young couple is out, please give 666 to cheer for the anchor. In an instant, the barrage was filled with 666. Ding, the host has triggered a hidden mission. The shock value has increased indefinitely. Host, please start the performance. The time is 5 minutes. Chapter 16, Being Kidnapped to a Senior Schoolmate's House. Qin Chen was stunned. This was the first time he received such a task. Doubling by an indefinite multiple. Zhao Li's microphone was instantly handed to Qin Chen's mouth. Sir, what watch did you just buy? Qin Chen smiled slightly. What a good system, it doubles the number by an indefinite multiple, right? Qin Chen felt that he needed to show off his skills. It's Patek Philippe. I had it custom made. I don't know what style it is. Qin Chen's calm answer left Zhao Li confused. Customized? How much does that cost? This guy must be bragging. Show us his watch and I'll give you a full set of gifts. How old is he? You want to customize it? Are you bragging without thinking? Will he say later that he was careless and didn't dodge? The barrage is updated crazily. Everyone asked Zhao Li to look at Qin Chen's watch. Can I see your watch? Qin Chen was not stingy and directly handed over his wrist. Zhao Li couldn't tell, but it was certain that Qin Chen didn't wear a watch when he went in. What Shen Fangxuan was holding in her hand was a Patek Philippe luxury bag. Sir, may I ask how much this watch is? I don't know. I didn't spend any money. I guess it was a gift from them. Qin Chen took a glance and he really didn't know how much it was. Feeling Zhao Li's suspicious gaze, Qin Chen was helpless. Look how handsome I am. If I knew how much it cost, would I not tell you? Ding, the host shocked everyone, the shock level is 5. Ding, congratulations to the host for achieving a shock value of 500,000, doubled 5 times. Good guy, Qin Chen understood that if he could make others feel more shocked, the more doubled rewards he will get. Okay. Come on, let the storm come even harder. Now Qin Chen understood the meaning of Zhao Li's eyes. It's just that the look in Zhao Li's eyes when she looked at Qin Chen was about money. And now Qin Chen looks at Zhao Li as if she is a shock value ADM. So the next scene happened. Zhao Li, sir, may I ask what you do for a living? Qin Chen, I'm in school and I don't plan to work in the future. I'm not interested in money. Zhao Li's face was full of black lines. Can I ask how much savings you have now? Qin Chen, I don't know either. In fact, I think people in today's society really value money too much. I never cared how much money I had. I didn't know how much money I had. Zhao Li, sir, can I add you on WeChat? Qin Chen glanced at Shen Fangxuan and answered Zhao Li. No, my fiancée will be unhappy. After 5 minutes, the system prompt sounded. Qin Chen escaped from Zhao Li's sight on time. It's so annoying. Hee, Qin Chen, you are so stupid. I used to be often approached by street interviews like this, and I was always unwilling to show my face. I didn't expect you to be so kind and willing to let them leave the country. Shen Fangxuan looked so happy, no wonder Qin Chen was so warm. It turns out that he is such a kind person. Qin Chen chuckled and found Shen Fangxuan's words pleasing to the ears. Thank you, my respected senior. Shen Fangxuan pouted. How come she was her fiancée just now and now she is a senior? She didn't care. Looks like Qin Chen, with starry eyes like waves. Qin Chen, do you think stock trading is difficult? Wouldn't it be enough to have hands? Qin Chen was stunned. Stock trading? That's really not that difficult. If you understand the industry, make your own judgment. No, just follow the crowd. Ding, the host is detected to be bragging, get the stock got experience card one day. Qin Chen didn't care, he wasn't trading stocks now. There is no use in asking for this. After getting in the car, Qin Chen drove according to Shen Fangxuan's instructions because he was still a little unfamiliar with the terrain of Linghai. After a while, Qin Chen felt something was wrong. Why can't I see the school's plaque? Linga, is this the way back to school? Shen Fangxuan smiled brightly, of course not, my dear junior. Qin Chen was confused, then where are we going? Shen Fangxuan, go home. Qin Chen, go home. Shen Fangxuan, go back to my home, our home. What the hell? Qin Chen felt like 1,000 horses were running wildly in his heart. What the hell? Go back to your house. Feeling that Qin Chen was a little dumbfounded, Shen Fangxuan smiled playfully. Oh, my dad lost money in stock trading, let's come back and spend time with him. Qin Chen raised his lips slightly. Stock trading. Chapter 17, the wedding tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. This is an independent villa, and the Maserati president that sent Shen Fangxuan to school at the beginning of the year is parked at the door. It can be seen that Shen Fangxuan's family should be good. If it were the previous Qin Chen, he would probably be terrified just to come and sit here. But now, Qin Chen would hold his head high and stride forward. At the same time, he said with a smile, you don't understand my confidence. Although Qin Chen was brought here by Shen Fangxuan. But now Shen Fangxuan still feels nervous. His right hand was clenched into a fist and his little fingernail was digging into his palm. His eyes were wandering. Shen Fangxuan, you're only a sophomore and you've already brought your boyfriend home. Do you have any shame? How could a little girl be so unrestrained and shameless? Otherwise, go back to school. What are you thinking about, little fool? Qin Chen touched her head gently. You've been standing here for a long time, what are you thinking about? No, let's go in quickly. Shen Fangxuan frowned. It was as if he had become a different person in an instant. The redness on the face and neck did not fade. But the mood is completely different. Why not bring it? This is my beautiful fiancée, and my parents agree. Parents' orders and matchmaker's words. Shen Fangxuan. Aren't you afraid that Qin Chen will be snatched away by some other vixen? Today, I must take Qin Chen home. Just do it. He took Qin Chen's hand and opened the door of the villa. Go inside and change your shoes. Qin Chen, I don't have any new slippers at home. I wear my dad's. He has 2 pairs. Shen Fangxuan bent down and took off her shoes while talking to Qin Chen. Seeing that Qin Chen did not respond, he looked up. Qin Chen had a dull expression on his face, staring blankly towards the living room. Uncle, aunt, hello. Oh my god. Shen Fangxuan was so frightened that she was stunned. He straightened up immediately. I am most afraid of the sudden silence of the air. The awkward smile on her face could not hide the guilty feeling Shen Fangxuan felt. Dad, Mom, you guys haven't slept yet. Shen Jianhong was first attracted by Qin Chen's face. Then, he was attracted by his daughter's beauty. Holy shit, this is my daughter. Shen Jianhong and Li Dongxia looked at each other. Swallowed. Haha, Xiaoqin, right. Come in and sit down. Fangxuan, go and pour Xiaoqin a cup of tea. Li Dongxia was a little at a loss. She is also a woman. Only now did she understand why Shen Fangxuan did not call to complain about Qin Chen. It's all because of appearance. Xiaoqin, are you hungry? If you are hungry, Auntie will clean up your room for you to sleep. If you're sleepy, Auntie will make you something to eat. Yes, Li Dongxia's speech has become confusing. Li Dongxia has been married to Shen Jianhong for decades. I have seen many scenes, big and small. The first time he lost his temper was in front of his own brother-in-law. It's so embarrassing. Shen Jianhong was not as embarrassed as Li Dongxia the moment Qin Chen sat on the sofa. He patted Qin Chen's shoulder. A kind face. Xiaoqing, although uncle shouldn't interfere in the affairs of young people like you. But uncle can't hold it in, so I'll ask you quietly. Have you got your license? Qin Chen spat out 3 mouthfuls of blood and smiled awkwardly. Uncle, I'm not of legal age yet. Shen Jianhong clapped his hands when Lin Qing reminded him. Yes, this is indeed a problem. Shen Jianhong fell into deep thought, and Qin Chen breathed a sigh of relief. This problem is too fatal. Fortunately, I managed to get through it. Then you should hold the wedding first, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, uncle will have time. Shen Jianhong is giving his suggestions. Li Dongxia nodded frantically in agreement. Qin Chen was crying in his heart. Nowadays, there are not many parents who are so eager to get married. Uncle, I don't think there's any rush. After all, Fang Xuan and I should focus on our studies right now. Let's talk about those things later. Shen Fangxuan prepared a large plate of fruit and some snacks. Just walking over. Place it on the table. What are you talking about? Shen Fangxuan curled her ponytail and sat next to Qin Chen. I could feel the warmth and fresh body scent coming from beside me. Qin Chen suddenly felt refreshed. Ah, nothing. Shen Jianhong replied. I just want to ask for your opinion, should we hold the wedding tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? Shen Fangxuan was drinking water and spat it out in one gulp. She really wants to question Shen Jianhong now. This is nothing. Dad, didn't you lose money in the stock market? Qin Chen is amazing. You can learn from him. Shen Fangxuan quickly changed the subject. After all, she is her father's caring and thoughtful little cotton-padded jacket. Shen Fangxuan succeeded. Shen Jianhong's face was full of sorrow, it was the pain of a man. What am I telling you? We adults will take care of all this. I can afford to compensate your father, you two just need to date each other and get married as soon as possible. Shen Jianhong waved his hand heroically. Only he himself knows whether it is so easy. Qin Chen could tell after just a few words of communication. Shen Jianhong is a good father. Just a bit of gossip. Shen Fangxuan got excited. Yes, that's right. She must establish a great image for her man in front of her parents today. Dad, you don't know how awesome Qin Chen is. The principal of our school is Qin Chen's younger brother. Then, Qin Chen was only 20 years old and he owned a Panamera. Qin Chen is also the chairman of the Vienna Hotel. The last time I met Grandpa Wang Yi, he asked me to wait for him to say hello to you. Qin Chen also customized a pair of couple watches from Patek Philippe. Oh, by the way, Qin Chen is also proficient in Guzheng and... Shen Fangxuan said a long speech. Shen Jianhong and Li Dongxia were slightly shocked at the beginning. In the end, he could even stuff an apple into his mouth. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking Shen Jianhong, shock value plus 200,000. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking Li Dongxia, shock value plus 200,000. Shen Fangxuan took a big sip of water and gasped. Qin Chen was grinning foolishly, this shock value came too easily. Shen Fangxuan turned around and looked at Qin Chen stupidly. Her smile is particularly sweet and her peach blossom eyes are particularly beautiful. The sound is soft. Qin Chen, have I said everything? Shen Fangxuan was afraid that she had forgotten some of Qin Chen's strengths. There's no way. My man has so many advantages that I could just talk about them for 10 minutes. It should be all, silly girl. Qin Chen touched Shen Fangxuan's head and answered with a smile. Like a spring breeze. I, Shen Fangxuan, have lived for 20 years. Finally I understand what this word is. But now I really want to lie in Qin Chen's arms. If Shen Jianhong and Li Dongxia had not been here, Shen Fangxuan would definitely have fallen directly into Qin Chen's arms. Qin Chen, has any special organization contacted you? Shen Jianhong looked at Qin Chen cautiously. No. Qin Chen shook his head. Shen Jianhong's expression suddenly relaxed. That's fine. I'm just afraid that you'll be caught and dissected by the high-ups. If that happens, I'll lose my good son-in-law. Shen Jianhong clapped his hands wildly and smiled at Li Dongxia in a familiar manner. I found a treasure. I found a treasure. It's this stock, Hancheng Mining. Shen Jianhong will not question Qin Chen again. Open the phone interface and show it to Qin Chen. Qin Chen's first feeling was just one word. Miserable. Miserable. After obtaining the system stock got experience card, Qin Chen became familiar with some typical stock market trends. I've never seen anything so miserable. Ding, use your thighs as a board to achieve human godhood. It also automatically activates the stock god function for the host. Qin Chen didn't say anything, but stared carefully at the direction ahead. Shen Jianhong didn't dare to speak. Qin Chen now gave people a cold and stern aura that said, "Don't disturb me." Shen Fangxuan's hand had already begun to draw on Qin Chen's palm. Oh, what a handsome man from the side profile. Oh, it looks like my husband. Qin Chen didn't know that Shen Fangxuan had already been acting out an 80-episode idol drama in her heart. Ahem, uncle, let me tell you my point of view. Qin Chen retracted his gaze, grabbed Shen Fangxuan's small hand with his right hand and squeezed it hard. Silly girl, let you disturb me. Looking at Shen Jianhong with a smile. Okay, Xiao Qin, just tell me directly. Qin Chen nodded. Hancheng mining, the previous trend was obvious. Although it cannot be fixed and continue to rise or fall, it is still rising overall. That's its potential. But recently, its trend has been very clear and it has been falling. I guess a lot of people have already sold their shares in Hancheng. The system's analysis is clear and easy to understand, and Qin Chen also understands what he says. He clasped his hands together and raised the corners of his mouth. Stocks like this are most likely to become a monster stocks. Li Dongxia didn't understand. Shen Fangxuan didn't listen. Shen Jianhong didn't react on the surface, but he was in an uproar inside. Is this really the analysis made by this young man in front of me who is only 20 years old? Ding, the host shocked Shen Jianhong, shock value plus 500,000. Chapter 18, okay. Can't I let you sleep in the living room? Qin Chen laughed wildly in his heart. It seems that Shen Jianhong was dumbfounded. Really? Shen Jianhong saw Qin Chen's professionalism from the very beginning. He also consulted several analysts to conduct analysis, and their results were similar to what Qin Chen said. It's just that others said to cut losses in time, while Qin Chen said to burn his boats. Xiao Qin, you are this. Shen Jianhong raised his thumb. Hey, uncle, these are just my personal opinions, not worth mentioning. Shen Jianhong shook his head and patted Qin Chen on the shoulder. Young man, it's good to be humble. But sometimes you have to show some edge. Uncle admires you. Listening to your words is worth more than 10 years of stock speculation. We are going to bed, you guys should go to bed early too. Shen Jianhong and Li Dongxia knew each other and understood the meaning in each other's eyes. Leave room for young people. Let Linga quickly get this rich son-in-law. Okay, good night, uncle. Shen Jianhong raised his eyebrows at Qin Chen. Good night, come to me anytime if you need anything. Uncle has a full set. Good guy, Qin Chen understood it all at once. The word sex is like a sword hanging over your head. Men understand men best. Suddenly, Shen Fangxuan and Qin Chen were the only ones left in the huge living room. Fangxuan, are you sleepy? Not sleepy. Shen Fangxuan suddenly collapsed in Qin Chen's arms. Finally I can lie in Qin Chen's arms. Squeeze it hard. Shen Fangxuan blushed. Is this an abdominal muscle? It feels so powerful. Isn't this so attractive? Ahem, it's a little itchy. Qin Chen couldn't help laughing. TSK, you're just a paper man, you can't be touched at all. Shen Fangxuan pouted. Very angry. Humph, you are not allowed to touch it. Ooh, scumbag. You should go to bed. I'll just sleep in the living room. Qin Chen pulled off Shen Fangxuan's rubber band. The girl with ponytail instantly turned into a beauty with messy hair. It seems to look better. How can I let you sleep in the living room? I'll sleep in the living room and you can sleep in my room. Shen Fangxuan said in a daze. How can Qin Chen be allowed to sleep in the living room? In case you catch a cold, in case you get sick. That won't he do. This is my boyfriend. Even if I catch a cold, he can't. Besides, can't you just say we sleep together? Idiot. As she thought about it, Shen Fangxuan blushed. Unexpectedly, Qin Chen grabbed him by the neck. Be good or not? Good. Then go back to your room and sleep. Don't want. I'll be angry if you resist me again. Qin Chen pretended to be angry. Shen Fangxuan rolled over and pressed Qin Chen under her. If you resist, be angry, my dear fellow student. Shen Fangxuan deliberately emphasized the word junior. Hey, it seems like I have to teach you a lesson today. Qin Chen was getting excited. Today he must let Shen Fangxuan know the consequences of being disobedient. Just as I was about to move, I felt footsteps behind me. Qin Chen immediately stood up and Shen Fangxuan also sat up straight. Both of them looked embarrassed and coughed twice. Am I here at the wrong time? Shen Jianhong asked cautiously. I was in a very bad mood these past 2 days and didn't eat well. After hearing what Qin Chen said today, I suddenly understood. At the same time, appetite is stimulated. I'm so hungry. Thinking of the snacks his daughter had just brought from the living room, Shen Jianhong came out. Who knew I would run into something like this? He quickly grabbed a few packs of snacks from the table. Without even looking back. I won't bother you anymore, just continue. Young people have a lot of hot temper, but they also need to take care of their health. Our room is soundproof, don't worry. Qin Chen and Shen Fangxuan's faces were filled with black lines. Qin Chen looked at Shen Fangxuan with a wry smile. How do you sleep? Shen Fangxuan, I don't care, I'll sleep on the sofa anyway. Snort. I don't believe you can beat me. Qin Chen, you idiot, I will prove it with facts. I love you very much. Qin Chen was stunned. Shen Fangxuan's heart was filled with joy. Are you feeling guilty? Invite me into your house and sleep with you. Although the development is a bit fast, but if you propose it, I won't refuse it. Shen Fangxuan's face was hot and red. Qin Chen nodded, full of righteousness. Okay, then you sleep here. Which room is yours? I'll go in and sleep. Qin Chen felt relieved. Maybe the little girl liked the feeling of sleeping in the living room. She is my woman now, so I won't fight with her. Let her be. Shen Fangxuan seemed to have heard the joke of the century. His eyes widened, his face full of shock. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking Shen Fangxuan, shock value plus 10,000. Qin Chen. What did I do? System, actually, you shocked me too. Shen Fangxuan took a deep breath and a pillow flew directly onto Qin Chen's head. She yelled. The innermost room on the second floor. Qin Chen. Don't let me see you today. Qin Chen arrived at Shen Fangxuan's room with a confused look on his face. 5 minutes later. A dark shadow rushed in. Ding, preparing the lottery for the host. Congratulations to the host for obtaining double the shock value next time. Qin Chen was dumbfounded. What the hell, isn't this a waste of my shock value? This thing can be triggered by hidden tasks. Rubbish lottery, rubbish system. Ruined my youth, but still gave me the shock value. Qin Chen wanted to cry but had no tears. This is destined to be a sleepless night. Chapter 19, Meet Qin Chen's parents. Goodbye. This sleep was on Shen Fangxuan's bed. With the faint body fragrance of the girl on the bed, Qin Chen slept soundly. Suddenly, it felt like someone was pressing down on me. Wake up from sleep. When he opened his eyes, he saw Shen Fangxuan's white thighs pressing on his stomach. Hiss. It's early in the morning, Qin Chen is a man. Who can bear this? Silly girl, if it weren't for my strong self-control, I would have done it to you long ago. It's just a simple turnover. Shen Fangxuan woke up. Sat up. Qin Chen. No way, you are such a light sleeper. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking Shen Fangxuan, shock value plus 2,000. Shen Fangxuan, oh my god. Her flushed face, which had just woken up, was covered with layers of pink. Why did Qin Chen wake up so early? Ah, this is so embarrassing. Did he see me sleeping? Am I ugly when I sleep? Oh my god, you might as well just kill me. Shen Fangxuan just sat here quietly, but a tsunami was rising in her heart. Qin Chen was also dumbfounded. Suddenly I remembered something. Damn, this is a shitty system. Normally, shocking a person is worth 1,000 points, but this time he was given 2,000 points. Qin Chen suddenly remembered that the next shocking reward he drew last night would be doubled. Damn, no way. Qin Chen, I've used up my lottery prize. You're being a bit careless. System, it's useless. Yours is selective and requires your will to use. Qin Chen, then why is it 2,000 points this time? System, I'm in a good mood today, so what if I give you 1,000 more points? Qin Chen. If that's the case, it's reasonable. That shocking doubled reward if it cannot be used selectively. That's like the situation right now, 1,000 shock points. Double. Isn't that too deceptive? But in this case, Qin Chen would have to think carefully about the situations in which to use it. So embarrassing. Shen Fangxuan got up and went out directly. Hurry up and wash up, it's time to eat soon. Shen Fangxuan ran away and Qin Chen did not chase after her. As for why Shen Fangxuan appeared on the bed, Qin Chen didn't want to ask, nor did he dare to ask. This feeling, the hazy feeling, is really intoxicating. Breakfast was simple. Bread, milk, fried eggs. Shen Jianhong glanced at the girl next to him with a red face, looking at Qin Chen with a smile. You young people are amazing. You can't stop at nothing so early in the morning. Qin Chen smiled bitterly. What the hell is this? Can this broken road be opened? Ahem, uncle, eat quickly. Qin Chen was embarrassed. Shen Jianhong picked up a piece of bread and stuffed it into his mouth. Chew. How did you sleep last night? Qin Chen, very good. Shen Jianhong and Li Dongxia smiled at each other, that was great. Qin Chen, Fangxuan has never been a good sleeper since she was a child. It started from the time when I fell out of bed in the middle of the night. We didn't find any. As a result, he flipped over while he was sleeping. You understand? I saw this later when I watched the surveillance video. I didn't believe it. So I bought her a bed of this low height to make it easier for Linga to turn over. It's great that you can tolerate Linga's restless sleep. Qin Chen was stunned. He glanced at Shen Fangxuan. Shen Fangxuan buried her head tightly. Shen Jianhong. How can you say anything embarrassing? Snort. Uncle, it's actually okay. Linga is still very honest. Qin Chen helped to smooth things over. The meal was heartwarming. Sitting on the sofa, Qin Chen only asked for half a day off for himself and Shen Fangxuan. Because there is military training in the afternoon. After the military training, there will be the freshman ceremony. At that time, all freshmen and sophomores will need to participate. Qin Chen is the class monitor and Shen Fangxuan is a member of the student union, so they must attend. Shen Fangxuan locked herself in the room and said this to Li Dongxia. Qin Chen was pulled by Shen Jianhong to look at the stock of Hancheng mining. The market has already opened. When Qin Chen saw the amount in Shen Jianhong's account, he understood why Shen Jianhong was depressed. It turns out that almost 100 million was invested. A loss of 30% of 100 million means a loss of 30 million. Who wouldn't feel distressed? Qin Chen, just as you expected, his price has risen back a little bit. Shen Jianhong looked at the curve excitedly and shook Qin Chen's shoulder. Qin Chen's expression was not very relaxed. Instead, he stared at the screen with a serious look. This is not right. Logically speaking, Hancheng mining should not experience a price correction now. Then there is only one possibility. That means the trader starts to control the price. Sell it. Qin Chen said. The tone is unquestionable. Huh? Shen Jianhong didn't understand. What Qin Chen and he analyzed yesterday was that Hancheng mining would continue to rise. It has only increased by 1 point now, what should I sell? Now? Qin Chen couldn't care less about that anymore. He directly snatched Shen Jianhong's phone. Under the gaze of Shen Jianhong. Throw it like crazy. Although the money is a little more, it is still far from the original capital invested by Shen Jianhong. There is only 75 million in the account now. In other words, Shen Jianhong still has a loss of nearly 25 million. Shen Jianhong didn't say anything the moment his phone was snatched away. I have complete trust in Qin Chen. If the fish dies, the net will be broken. If the jar is broken, throw it away. Anyway, I have already lost so much money, it doesn't matter. Leave it to Qin Chen, maybe there will be a chance of recovery. 5 minutes later, Hancheng mining was still rising. 10 minutes later, Hancheng mining was still rising. Qin Chen frantically suppressed the impulse in his heart. No. Still a little bit short. 30 minutes. Hancheng mining stock price hit rock bottom. Directly limit down. Shen Jianhong's heart is just like this ups and downs curve. It's been hanging here for a long time. Although Qin Chen didn't make much money when he sold it, but if it was in his own hands, it may have directly hit the limit down. Shen Jianhong was feeling lucky. Qin Chen's actions surprised him. Qin Chen was buying frantically. Shen Jianhong sold 150,000 shares and got 75 million. Qin Chen took 75 million and bought 200,000 shares. Huh. Qin Chen let out a long sigh of relief. In this way, I should be able to earn a few million more. Qin Chen, you really shouldn't buy it this time. The limit down is not its bottom line, and it is very likely to continue to limit down. Qin Chen smiled slightly. Uncle, don't worry. Just wait and see. I'm going to go find Fengshuan for a while. System analysis. Hancheng mining hit the daily limit today. Besides, this is Qin Chen's judgment. How could it be wrong? He pushed the door open before Qin Chen could react. Shen Fengshuan simply covered her head with the quilt. What's wrong, little fool? Qin Chen came over and called softly. This is my room, who let you in? Qin Chen pulled back the quilt. What's yours is mine, isn't it? Qin Chen said this with a smile, but when he lifted the quilt, he found that Shen Fengshuan was crying. When Shen Fengshuan saw that she could no longer hide it, she put her arm around Qin Chen's neck. She buried her head deeply in Qin Chen's shoulder. Qin Chen, why can't two people who clearly love each other be together until the end? Qin Chen was stunned. What's going on? Qin Chen, will we be together? Shen Fengshuan raised her head and looked at Qin Chen aggrievedly. If you like someone, your eyes will turn red. Qin Chen, will you not want me? I'm really scared. How could there be such a tragic story? Qin Chen shook his head helplessly and found that the iPad was still playing the movie. Really? Qin Chen guessed that it must be due to some kind of stimulation. He rubbed Shen Fengshuan's head and a doting voice sounded. Don't think about it, we will definitely make it to the end. Qin Chen doesn't know how to coax girls, but he can't stand tears even more. Especially women's tears. Seeing the 2 lines of tears beside Shen Fengshuan's eyes, Qin Chen felt his heart was broken. But I haven't met my uncle and aunt yet. Shen Fengshuan said aggrievedly. I'll arrange a meeting for you when they come over in a couple of days. That's what he said, but Qin Chen didn't think so in his heart. Mom and Dad. But I can't let them know that I'm in a relationship. Oh my god, if Shen Fengshuan's parents are really eager to get her married. Qin Chen's parents were so eager to arrange a marriage for him as soon as he was born. In middle school, other people's parents. Do you dare to fall in love without studying hard? I'll give you a leg break. Qin Chen's parents. Son, please, stop studying and either play games or find a partner. You can't find a partner even if you study every day, silly child. Qin Chen was scared when he thought about how gossipy his parents were. Hey, okay. Shen Fengshuan smiled quietly. I've been waiting for you to say this, little Qin Chen. Humph, I don't believe you can always be so straight. Looking at the little fangs showing at the corners of Shen Fengshuan's mouth, Qin Chen smiled. I wonder how my parents would react if they knew I have a girlfriend like this. Ding, the host shocked Shen Jianhong, shock value plus 500,000. Oh shit. Qin Chen was confused. Uncle. What did you do? 500,000 shock value. God has eyes. God has eyes. God will not let Shen Jianhong pay the money. Chapter 20. You are my father-in-law, how can I call you brother? Shen Fengshuan, Qin Chen, and Li Dongxia hurried to the living room. Want to see what happened? Shen Fengshuan, what's wrong, Dad? Li Dongxia, why are you yelling for no reason? It's scary. Only Qin Chen smiled without saying anything and looked at the time. I guess I made money. Fuck, this is amazing. I made back all the money I lost. As expected of me, a stock market genius. Qin Chen's face was filled with black lines. He now doubts what would have happened if the system had not chosen him in the first place. Will it be found on Shen Jianhong? This is quite boastful. If it weren't for Qin Chen, Shen Jianhong would have lost all his underwear today. Uncle is still awesome. Qin Chen said flatteringly. Shen Jianhong put his hand directly on Qin Chen's shoulder. At noon, drink something. Uncle, I have military training this afternoon. Shen Jianhong said seriously, hey, grown man, what's that? We don't drink much. Qin Chen smiled slightly, Uncle, I can drink more, I'm afraid you can't stand it. Ding, the host is detected to be bragging, and you will get the undrunk experience card, time, 1 day. Please pour me some wine, please get me drunk, thank you, your uncle is known as the undrunkard of the Spirit Sea. Shen Fengshuan pursed her lips and smiled. She knew that Shen Jianhong could indeed drink. Today, she just wanted to see what Qin Chen looked like when he was humiliated. Humph, Qin Chen, Qin Chen. You've seen me sleeping, now let me see you drunk. It's so even. Unable to persuade Shen Jianhong, Qin Chen sat at the wine table, watching Shen Jianhong open 2 bottles of Maotai. Xiao Qin, you should drink with your uncle today. Qin Chen, okay. Without saying a word, Qin Chen filled the wine glass in front of him. A full lamp. Uncle, since you are happy today, then Qin Chen will toast you first. Qin Chen raised his head and drank it all in one gulp. Hiss, it seems like there is nothing else to feel except a little bit of spiciness. It's okay, just like drinking water. This was Qin Chen's first time drinking white wine, and he just felt generally. Hiss. Shen Jianhong swallowed. The food hasn't even been served yet, and you're already eating it. Damn, we are all men, who is afraid of who? Shen Jianhong did the same thing and drank it all in one gulp. Very spicy. Shen Jianhong forced himself not to vomit. At least give me 2 peanuts. He wanted to cry, but saw that Qin Chen was normal. He held back. Next to him are his wife and daughter. Shen Jianhong doesn't want to embarrass himself. Qin Chen looked at Shen Jianhong with a smile. Uncle, this cup is for you to raise Linga into such a good girl. It was also a full cup, and he drank it all in one gulp. Shen Jianhong was dumbfounded. But now that things have come to this, we have to go ahead with it. He just kept winking at Li Dongxia. Hurry up and serve me some food, whatever you have, as long as it's edible. This guy is going to get me drunk. Shen Jianhong drank it all in one gulp and was dazed for a while. Fortunately, he has a good alcohol tolerance, otherwise he would have collapsed by now. Qin Chen could naturally see Shen Jianhong's situation. I was tactful enough not to continue pouring him water. Instead, they started chatting, and this state continued until the table was filled with food. Qin Chen felt that in order to avoid being drunk by Shen Jianhong next time, we must teach Shen Jianhong a good lesson. Uncle, I think you must have been a handsome man when you were young. Here's a toast to you. Drink it all in one gulp. Uncle, thank you for worrying about Linga and me. Here's a toast to you. Drink it all in one gulp. Uncle, congratulations on your great success in stock trading today. Here's a toast to you. Drink it all in one gulp. Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking Shen Fangxuan and Li Dongxia, shock value plus 20,000. Qin Chen smiled evilly. I don't even know how many drinks this is. In short, it's right that Shen Jianhong is confused now. Under the gaze of Shen Fangxuan and Li Dongxia, Shen Jianhong immediately grabbed Qin Chen's hand. Xiao Qin, you have achieved what you have now at such a young age. I admire you. I've been trading stocks for so many years and still can't beat you. I'm willing to lose. No, I shouldn't call you Xiao Qin, I should call you brother. Thank you, big brother, for helping Xiao Jiyu escape from the suffering of the stock market today. At this moment, Qin Chen didn't know whether to laugh or cry. If I had known, I wouldn't have poured so much. Shen Fangxuan almost laughed to death, and Li Dongxia glared at Shen Jianhong viciously. What a waste, my son-in-law drank it. How shameful. After calling a designated driver, Qin Chen and Shen Fangxuan returned to school. Shen Fangxuan returned to the dormitory because she had to prepare a speech for the opening ceremony. Qin Chen went straight to the military training ground. Chu Xiaobing is training in marching. Seeing Qin Chen coming, he nodded. Because there will be an activity at school later. So we won't train anymore. In order to promote everyone's feelings, let's play a fun game. Chu Xiaobing looked at the entire team of students with a smile. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There were a lot of cut watermelons placed in front of the team. There are more boys in our major and more girls in the biology department next door. So let us socialize. 1 man and 1 woman form a group. There is only 1 piece of watermelon. When I say start, the first person to get it eats. Good job. This is not for everyone to eat watermelon. This is clearly because you don't want to give boys watermelon. If you get a reputation as an ungentleman because of a piece of watermelon, that's not worth it. Group into groups according to formation. Qin Chen walked at the end of the team. He sat down and glanced at the young lady sitting opposite him. Ding, turn on the face recognition function for the host. Appraiser, Lang Ning. Appearance, 80 points. Temperament, cold and arrogant. My goodness, you know, there are not many girls who can score above 80 points. Ding, congratulations to the host for reaching a shock value of plus 100,000. Qin Chen pursed his lips and smiled. Uncle, you finally woke up. All this shock value certainly wasn't tea gained from a playground. Qin Chen thought of only one explanation. That means Shen Jianhong has woken up. In an independent villa. Shen Jianhong stood up in a daze. Muttering. I'm never going to drink with that little bastard again. Damn it, I've learned my lesson. Ouch. Without paying attention, Shen Jianhong stumbled and fell to the ground. I want to cry but I have no tears. And Qin Chen's smile was in Lang Ning's eyes. But it means something else. Chapter 21 Watermelon. Bring it to me. Oh, a dog liquor. Lang Ning had some business, so she reported to school today. I haven't heard of Qin Chen's legendary deeds. Thinking of Qin Chen's sly smile just now, he was directly classified as a bootlicker. Watermelon, sweet, thirst-quenching. The weather is hot and sunny. Who doesn't tea want to eat? Lang Ning didn't worry at all that she wouldn't be able to eat watermelon. It is said that a man and a woman should fight for a piece of watermelon. Lang Ning would never suspect that anyone would snatch it from her. They all look like losers, they can't even lick her enough. Lang Ning sneered. His face was full of disgust towards Qin Chen. Hey man, did I piss you off? Qin Chen cursed in his heart. It's as if the whole world owes you money. Chu Xiaobing smiled slightly. University. You are a college student and you don't have anything to do when you have nothing to do but fall in love and break up. What are you doing? How boring. Since everyone cares about face, Chu Xiaobing decided to create such an opportunity for everyone. I'll shout 1, 2, 3 and then we can grab it. Whoever grabs it gets to eat it. Also, if we boys give in to girls, maybe your love will come. Chu Xiaobing grinned wickedly. At the same time, it also expressed the thoughts of most boys. We are all men, you should understand what I mean. 1. Chu Xiaobing shouted. No one moved. 2. No one moved. 2.5. Still no one moved. Every boy had an embarrassed look on his face. They didn't even realize that what Chu Xiaobing shouted was not 3. But they didn't even want to rob. Damn, these lickers. Lang Ning muttered to himself. At the same time, he glanced at Qin Chen in front of him. As for her looks, she is indeed not bad. Just dress a little shabbily. Otherwise, Lang Ning might consider being with Qin Chen. If Qin Chen knew Lang Ning's thoughts. I will definitely scold you harshly. Have you ever seen anyone more handsome than me? Me? Not bad. Can you find me someone who is more handsome than me? Watermelon. Here you go. 3. Chu Xiaobing had already anticipated the ending of the story. The girls should have won. Lang Ning didn't even look at Shigua, but rolled his eyes. She raised her pretty face as if she was very noble. Move your hand down to where the watermelon is. Sizzle a tilde. Cool. Lang Ning didn't touch the watermelon. Turning around, I saw Qin Chen holding a watermelon and eating it. That's not all. Chu Xiaobing was shocked. All the boys in the computer class were looking at Qin Chen. Many people were swallowing their saliva. After all, it's a hot day and my mouth is dry. Who doesn't tea want to eat? But throughout the whole game, Qin Chen was the only boy who chose to grab the watermelon. Belch. Qin Chen put down the watermelon rind and burped. Damn, it's okay to drink at noon. But now my mouth is dry. This piece of watermelon is exactly what Qin Chen needs. Ding, the host shocked everyone, shock value plus 200,000. Huh? That's 200,000. Am I not just eating a watermelon? How come it's only 200,000 points? Qin Chen didn't know that there was a tsunami in Lang Ning's heart. Damn, you stinky loser. You'll be single for the rest of your life. You have no emotional intelligence and no brains. I give up, this is such a weirdo. Don't look at me, just do what you need to do. Qin Chen shouted. Because most of them are boys majoring in computer science, Qin Chen is still very effective in speaking. He turned around and met Lang Ning's murderous eyes. Holding the watermelon rind, he smiled awkwardly. Hey, do you want to eat? Sorry, it's gone. Lang Ning's expression seemed to be smiling but not smiling. Girls are not allowed to eat even one piece of watermelon. You'll be single your whole fucking life, loser. Qin Chen was stunned by Lang Ning's sudden words. What the hell do you mean? What do you mean, watermelon must be given to you girls? Why? What do you have more than me? Not only do you have nothing more than me, you have something less than me. Why are you pretending? Leng Ning's attitude at the beginning made Qin Chen uncomfortable. Now looking for trouble again. If Qin Chen endured it, he would not be Qin Chen. There's a reason why you don't have a girlfriend. You deserve to be single. You have negative emotional intelligence. Look at all the boys here who are like you. You are such a loser. Condensation strikes back. The two of them were arguing very loudly. Many people were listening attentively. Qin Chen's words lit up a bright light in the hearts of the boys present. Yeah, fuck, why should I give up the watermelon? The monitor is right, what do they have more? Fuck, well done, squad leader. I've been disliking that bitch for a long time. Qin Chen looked straight at Leng Ning. The tone is cold. 1. I can grab the watermelon and I can eat it if I want. This is the rule of the game. Even if I don't want to eat it, I'll grab it and throw it on the ground instead of letting you eat it. 2. I have a girlfriend. My girlfriend is wider, thinner, and prettier than you. I am richer than you, have a better figure than you, and have longer legs than you. Mocking me? Do you deserve it? Look at your face full of sulfuric acid, Qin Chen's words had just fallen. Ding, it is detected that the host has shocked everyone, shock value plus 100,000. Phew. That feels much better. Qin Chen didn't care about his image and just crossed his legs. If you can find a girlfriend like that, I'll wash your hair while standing upside down. Stinky loser, do you want me to blow you up? Leng Ning no longer cared about his image. Growing up, when has she not been a princess high and mighty? Which man doesn't come up to her to curry favor with her? Leng Ning, who wanted to have a good fight with Qin Chen, seemed to suddenly see something. He immediately changed his expression and looked at the person who came with a smile. Senior, you're here. Shen Fangxuan looked at Leng Ning coldly, who are you? Leng Ning came close to Shen Fangxuan in a flattering manner, Senior sister, I am Leng Ning from the Student Union of the Department of Biology. I've met Senior. Oh. Shen Fangxuan didn't look at Leng Ning well. Humph, you look okay, but how can you sit opposite Qin Chen? Shen Fangxuan is absolutely confident in Qin Chen. But I am not sure about the women outside. When the group of hungry wolves saw Qin Chen's face, they didn't know how to pounce on him. So Shen Fangxuan took some time to come and meet Qin Chen. Brush up your presence. Chu Xiaobing smiled awkwardly, ha ha. Good show. The three instructors lined up and sat on the ground. Silence everyone. Everyone heard what happened just now. Leng Ning mocked Qin Chen for not being able to find a girlfriend. Now Qin Chen's girlfriend is here, wow. Or is he the immediate superior of Leng Ning's student union? Why are you here now? Qin Chen turned around and looked at Shen Fangxuan, trying not to laugh. Fangxuan, have you ever heard of a saying? Shen Fangxuan, what? Qin Chen, it is better to arrive at the right time than to arrive early. Shen Fangxuan was confused. Qin Chen told Shen Fangxuan what had just happened in a very excited voice. Shen Fangxuan's expression became more and more interesting. The final gloomy. That's just the kind of person she is. If she had not met Qin Chen, she would still be a cool and arrogant senior student at Linghai University. No strangers allowed. Shen Fangxuan's eyes were as bright as waves as she stared straight at Leng Ning. Qin Chen doesn't deserve to eat watermelon. Leng Ning didn't say anything. Who said that if there is food, it must be given to girls? Leng Ning continued to remain silent. Qin Chen does not have a girlfriend, but he has a fiancée. I am his fiancée, what's wrong, do you have any objection? Shen Fangxuan smiled coldly and her cold fingers clasped her palms frantically. Come, look at me. Am I wider, thinner, and prettier than you? Shen Fangxuan took out the Panamera car keys from Qin Chen's pocket. Are we richer than you? Shen Fangxuan wore a small suit on the upper body and a pleated skirt that fit her perfectly on the lower body. Very tall. It turned a circle in front of Leng Ning's eyes. Sneer, do I have a better figure than you? Do I have longer legs than you? Next time you look down on others, take a piss and look at yourself first. People like you have ideological problems and are not worthy of joining the student union. I really don't know where your sense of superiority comes from. Shen Fangxuan said coldly, holding Qin Chen's arm. Let's go to the freshman ceremony. It was time to go to the freshman ceremony. Qin Chen and Chu Xiaobing nodded. Chu Xiaobing will be bringing people over soon, so if Qin Chen doesn't want to go with the group, then he can just go. Leng Ning was left with a confused look on his face. She is not a good-tempered person. But just now, I really couldn't find any point to refute Shen Fangxuan. She is indeed no match for Shen Fangxuan. At this time, Hong Lei shouted in a rude voice not far away. "Beauty, when are you going to wash your hair upside down? I'm waiting to see you." The whole audience burst into laughter. Until we reached the conference building. Shen Fangxuan kept her head down the whole time. It seems I behaved too unladylike just now. Will Qin Chen hate me? Wait, I seem to have forgotten one thing. Qin Chen, you will always tolerate my little mistakes, right? Qin Chen smiled calmly. Be tolerant, you little fool. Shen Fangxuan tried hard to get close to Qin Chen's ear. Said in a very small voice. Actually, Mr. Huang Jun told me yesterday to remind you to give your speech today. You are the freshman representative. Hey, I forgot. Thank you, a husband of forgiveness. After saying that, Shen Fangxuan ran away with a red face. Humph, these two words are too difficult to say. I won't say any more. Humph, let Qin Chen take advantage of me this time. Hiss. Qin Chen was numb. So this is what it feels like to be in love. Very nice. Wait a minute. What? I am the freshman representative. Forget it, just for the call of husband, I'll put up with it. It's just a crappy speech, isn't it enough to just have a mouth? Qin Chen sneered. Ding, the host is detected chasing a cow and is fulfilling his dream. Congratulations to the host for obtaining Speechmaster Experience card for 1 day. Chapter 22 Ding. Double the shock. Lasts for 10 minutes. Qin Chen, sly smile.gif. Understand me. System, fly with confidence, I'll take care of you if anything goes wrong. Qin Chen, okay. Because he needed to give a speech, Qin Chen sat at the front of the class. Next to him are Hong Lei, Mo Yang and Peng Qingyan. Boss, are you panicking? Hong Lei looked at Qin Chen with a sly smile. What a promising future. Today is destined to be Mr. Lin's special show. Qin Chen is destined to become an instant success. Oh, what's that? I don't even have a manuscript. It's all in my head. Qin Chen raised his eyebrows and smiled. Suzy was speaking up there. Qin Chen was so bored that he didn't bother to listen. He opened his phone and started watching short videos. Except for Qin Chen, no one in the entire conference room was playing with their cell phones. The main thing is that Qin Chen is playing and Huang Jun doesn't dare to intervene. Next, let's invite the sophomore representative, Shen Fangxuan from the computer science department, to give a speech. Hong Lei quickly pushed Qin Chen away. Boss, stop looking, my sister-in-law is on top of it. Qin Chen said, oh, and raised his head. The spotlight shone on Shen Fangxuan and everyone's eyes were focused on Shen Fangxuan. This woman is very graceful and elegant. First of all, on behalf of Linghai University, I would like to welcome you, new friends and new family. Shen Fangxuan is giving a speech. Some people drool even without thinking. Even Qin Chen had to swallow his saliva. So beautiful. I can't hold it anymore. Shen Fangxuan started memorizing this manuscript since the beginning of the school year. I have already memorized it. It should have been a perfect speech. But now Shen Fangxuan has made countless low-level mistakes. Made a typo and forgot the next sentence. Shen Fangxuan blushed. I cursed myself in my heart. Shen Fangxuan, what are you talking about? Can you give me some progress? But Qin Chen is looking at me. Oh my god, Qin Chen is so handsome. Don't I look good now? Why did Qin Chen frown? Is it because my current performance is not good? Ah, Qin Chen, please stop looking. So embarrassing. Qin Chen frowned and lowered his head in thought. It really isn't because of Shen Fangxuan. That's right, Shen Fangxuan is so beautiful today. How many wolves are targeting this? Qin Chen doesn't want to be the wife-stealing enemy of all the boys in the school. We have to think of a way. Shen Fangxuan cheered up and finished her speech in one go. Although it did not meet expectations, the applause from the audience lasted for a long time. Qin Chen gritted his teeth. Ding, the host is detected using the double shock value card. The shock value you get in the next 10 minutes will be doubled. Qin Chen, 5 minutes. Damn, then why did you ask for the shock value to be doubled next time? System, the shock will be doubled next time and it will only last for 5 minutes. Didn't I tell you a long time ago? You will know what it is after you try it. Disdain gif. Qin Chen, you are so cruel. I roll gif. Qin Chen should have thought of it earlier that the things drawn from the lottery would definitely not be so rubbish. Phew, 10 minutes. A speech lasts about 10 minutes. Now we would like to invite the freshman representative, Qin Chen, to speak. Huh? The audience was silent. Qin Minister. Is he the one who said in the freshman group that the senior is his fiancée? Holy shit, let us take a closer look. Qin Chen walked slowly onto the stage and turned up the microphone a little bit. Bo. Shen Fangxuan could see Qin Chen's love for Lingda from the look in Qin Chen's eyes. And kindness to all. Qin Chen was so happy that he almost laughed out loud as he looked at the people in the room. Holy shit, what a shock value this is. Hello everyone, my name is Qin Chen and I'm a freshman in the computer science department. Very old and very rustic. Ding, everyone's boredom is detected, the host's shock value is 500,000. Shit. Qin Chen was stunned. What the hell? Just deduct 500,000 from me. Isn't that how everyone starts? What did I do? Okay, then you just need to listen carefully. Ahem. Qin Chen coughed. Countless presentation techniques come to mind. Countless materials appeared in Qin Chen's mind. My self-introduction is very unsophisticated. But it's okay, everyone just remember it. I wish the senior sister Shen Fangxuan who just gave the speech was my fiancée. Qin Chen smiled evilly. 3, 2, 1. Ding, the people around are stunned. The host's shock value is plus 1 million. Chapter 23, witnessed by thousands of people. A divine couple collaborates. Oh shit, 1 million. Damn, isn't this going to take off directly? 1 million. Shock value. No one can escape the truth theorem. Before, Qin Chen ignored this doubled shock value. Now I can't put it down. If he wasn't giving a speech on the stage right now, Qin Chen would have drawn the lottery immediately. Please give the Zhongliang Seaview house to the child. Children also want a home. Unfortunately, Qin Chen is still on the stage. Actually it was my senior who pursued me. Qin Chen was laughing. The feeling it gives people is, why is this person so mean? Ding, congratulations to the host for shocking everyone, shock value plus 100,000. Damn it. Brothers and sisters, the senior is chasing me. The campus beauty of Linghai University, Shen Fangxuan. Chase me. Shocked. What are you doing? 100,000. Are you kidding me? Qin Chen, did you calculate wrong? I roll gif. System, no. I roll gif. Qin Chen, give me an explanation. System, think carefully about how many people below don't believe it. What's wrong? Don't believe it. Damn it. What's wrong with Shen Fangxuan pursuing me? Brother, with my unmatched looks, don't you deserve it? Little did they know that Shen Fangxuan in the audience was blushing so much that water was about to drip out of her face. She pouted and tried her best to cover the pink on her face with her hands. Humph, why does Qin Chen say everything? There are so many people here. How can I go out and meet people in the future? Even if it's the truth, you can't tell it. Although she thought so, Shen Fangxuan was smiling in her heart. Hee, Qin Chen is declaring his sovereignty. Sitting in the audience, Wang Long sneered. Qin Chen, you idiot, give a speech as a representative of the freshmen. Do you really think this is giving you a chance to be affectionate with your girlfriend? Don't say anything more. Just wait and see whether the principal will do it or not. Wang Long grinned wickedly. Then he turned around and saw Suzy sitting on the stage giving Qin Chen a thumbs up. I almost fell off my seat. This is fucking crazy. Wang Long thought. Give yourself a hard slap. Is this really not a dream? The freshman speech is expressing his feelings and the school principal is giving a thumbs up. Do you think you are writing a novel? Next is Qin Chen's free play. I am a child from an ordinary family. Just like you, I studied hard for 10 years and came to Lingda University. Start. Qin Chen's solo show. Qin Chen's speech is fundamentally different from Shen Fangxuan's. Shen Fangxuan prefers to express the seniors' welcome and encouragement to the freshmen. Qin Chen, on the other hand, is looking back on the countless nights of hard work in the past and imagining a bright future. Qin Chen raised his head, confident. This action attracted everyone's attention. Lingnan University is the place where we can start anew after a dream comes true. One night I burned all my memories, and from then on my dreams became transparent. One morning I threw away all my yesterdays, and from then on my steps became lighter. Qin Chen's tone was passionate and he was in good shape. Every word he said made the people present excited. Students, if you feel lost, it proves that you still have something to pursue. Let us write our own stories on this vast stage of Lingnan University. This is my speech, and it also represents the solemn commitment we freshmen have made to Lingnan University. Thank you, principal, teachers, and classmates. Bow and step down, all in one go. Qin Chen sighed and smiled. That's it. Ding, the host is detected to be shocking a classmate, shock value plus 1 million. Another million. But this time, it was expected. Because Qin Chen saw the reaction from the audience. There was not a single person who did not have tears in his eyes. This is the charm of public speaking, this is the ability of a master speaker to express emotions. Qin Chen felt at ease taking this 1 million. Hong Lei, boss, you are absolutely right. We should not be muddle-headed. Peng Qinyan, wow, boss, I'm crying. Mo Yang, I've decided that I will never waste my college years. Qin Chen glanced at them. Pointed to the entrance of the conference room. Look, that girl is real. Hong Lei, fuck, where is it? Brothers, don't look, I'll look first. Peng Qinyan, I don't want to see the girl, I just listen to the boss. Mo Yang, these two are so vulgar, hey, why can't I see anyone? Qin Chen sneered. Oh. Lottery. Ding, the lottery process has been started for the host. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining Esports Master Skill Permanent. Ding, congratulations to the host for obtaining the Love Song King Skill Permanent. Hee hee. Qin Chen, I XX you, my villa. If I could have won the lottery twice, I would have become a man with a house immediately. Result. What kind of stuff are these? Esports Master. Damn, what is the use? Let me go play games and then Shen Fangxuan will yell 666 to me. How can you be more shocked while playing games? And this king of love songs, I only sang it once before. How come there's a permanent one? What's the use? Why are people forcing me to sing? Or is Zhongliang Sea View more attractive? Normally, Linghai University's freshman ceremony would have ended here. But just now Suzie had a sudden idea. Didn't he, the eldest brother, just declare sovereignty? Humph, there must be many people who don't believe it. Suzie is not a conservative person and can come up with some new ideas. Take the microphone. Students, Qin Chen's speech was really vivid and vivid. As the president of Lingnan University, I am very proud of him. I am proud to have met such an outstanding group of students like you this year. At the same time, Qin Chen sings very well. How about letting Qin Chen and Shen Fangxuan sing a song for everyone? Suzie smiled and looked at Qin Chen. Raise an eyebrow. Brother, here's a chance for you, please show it. Qin Chen was confused. Shit, is there really someone forcing me to sing? Good. Well done, principal. I want to listen to sweet love songs. Hoo, I want to take a video of the amazing collaboration between the amazing couples in school. Qin Chen shrugged. Look at Shen Fangxuan. Sing. Sing. Standing up, Shen Fangxuan took Qin Chen's arm. Standing on the stage, Shen Fangxuan's height of 1.7 meters matches Qin Chen's height of 1.8 meters. Just right. Qin Chen was so handsome that it was unreasonable, and Shen Fangxuan was so beautiful that she was stunningly beautiful. Shen Fangxuan's index finger was always pressing on Qin Chen's palm. Oh my, I'm so nervous, what should I do? Will I hold Qin Chen back? This is the first time I sing with a boy. What are you singing? Qin Chen's voice rang in Shen Fangxuan's ears. Gentle and careful. Star and Moon mythology. Good. Qin Chen nodded. The accompaniment started. Suzie took the lead and waved his hands to the rhythm. The principal has waved his hand, so what else is there to say? Damn it, wave them all. Everyone in the conference hall stretched out their right hands and raised them above their heads. Swinging to the music. Qin Chen, the most beautiful scene in my life is meeting you. Shen Fangxuan, I gaze at you quietly in the vast crowd, feeling strange yet familiar. Qin Chen's voice is mellow and moving, and Shen Fangxuan's voice is pleasant to the ear. Every word is like a confession of deep affection. The final ending is Qin Chen's demise. We are brave together now. Ignore the rumors no more. I will also have 1,000 words to say. Buried in my love for you. Everyone knows that Qin Chen changed the lyrics. Shen Fangxuan's eyes were slightly moist. The spotlight shone on her, making her look particularly beautiful. She cried. Everyone witnessed that no one could understand how touching this love song was to her. Without anyone noticing, he actually picked up the microphone. Gentle tone. Qin Chen, I love you. Qin Chen smiled. Ding, it is detected that the host has shocked everyone, shock value plus 500,000. Hong Lei had a flash of inspiration and decided to give it a try. Boss, you have to treat me to a meal. Raw kiss. Give me a kiss. Then the sound waves became louder and louder. Kiss one, kiss one. Tears still remained on Shen Fangxuan's cheeks. The girl is extremely beautiful. Shen Fangxuan smiled, and her eyes were full of sincerity as she looked at Qin Chen. Well, everyone is waiting for us. Stupid, come quickly, why don't you come for such a good opportunity? Please, take my first kiss as soon as possible, thank you. Shen Fangxuan closed her eyes. Feel Qin Chen's breath gradually approaching. Wow tilde. Ding, it is detected that the host has shocked everyone, shock value plus 500,000. 9 o'clock in the evening, downstairs of the dormitory. Okay, little idiot, if you go any further you'll end up in the boys' dormitory. Qin Chen pinched Shen Fangxuan's nose affectionately. TSK, who wants to give you a gift? I just stopped by to buy something. Shen Fangxuan said stubbornly, turning her head away. TSK. It's just that I can't bear to part with you, you stupid fool. Would you like to play games tonight? I want to play King of Glory. Shen Fangxuan blinked and looked at Qin Chen. Qin Chen's eyes lit up, okay. Well, who doesn't he want to kill everyone in the game with a girl? You have to live up to what you won in the lottery, right? Esports Master Qin Chen sat down at the table. The screen in his hand displays the interface of King of Glory. Order silver 2. Hong Lei, boss, are you spraying pesticides? Hong Lei, myself. With Fang Zun. Hong Lei looked at Qin Chen's silver rank. Marco Polo was selected again on the hero selection interface. Lost in thought. Hong Lei, boss, how about I help you fight? I was in the top 10 in last year's King of Glory City tournament. Qin Chen raised his eyebrows and smiled, top 10. Did you beat him with your feet? Hong Lei. Chapter 24 Esports Master. WTF. If it were anyone else, Hong Lei would have criticized him to pieces. But that was Qin Chen, there was nothing he could do. Hong Lei smiled bitterly and watched Qin Chen operate quietly from the side. Shen Fangxuan played Wu Ziqian and Qin Chen played Marco Polo. Shen Fangxuan, Qin Chen, do you believe that I can do 110? Qin Chen, believe it. Shen Fangxuan, am I really such a waste in your eyes? Angry gif. Qin Chen, no, I think the record of 110 is still good. Qin Chen smiled bitterly as he thought about his previous record of 030. Really, 110 is pretty good. But now, it's different. Honor of Kings is a simplified game that is easy to operate. The moment you enter the game, Qin Chen was a completely different person now. His fingers jumped nimbly on the keyboard and went straight to the development path. The operation is as fierce as a tiger. Crack shot. No procrastination. He was taken away directly by the opponent Lanling King and Luban. First blood. Marco Polo, mine. Wu Ziqian, it's okay, come again tilde. Qin Chen is online again. He wants to eat soldiers, he wants to grow, he wants to take Shen Fangxuan flying. Crazy thoughts rose in Qin Chen's mind. Gradually, he started to operate it, and his first skill directly triggered the passive ability of Sun Shangshan, severely damaging her. Flash and fire another shot. He was taken away by Lanling King who appeared halfway. Qin Chen. Wu Ziqian, haha, Marco, why are you so cute? The other 3 teammates. Is this cute? This is a dish. Shen Fangxuan lay on the bed, controlling Yingxiang and laughing. Hey, it turns out Qin Chen isn't that great after all. Then I'm relieved. Why would I be afraid that he would dislike me? Suddenly I was frightened by the shouting of a girl next to me. What's wrong, Xiaoli? Shen Fangxuan asked with concern. Xiaoli happily took out her mobile phone screen to show Shen Fangxuan. Above is an animation of a dragon flying into the sky. Xiaoli said excitedly, I'm not good at playing games, but my boyfriend is great. They brought me to the king one by one. Hey, I've also been to the king level. Shen Fangxuan smiled and returned her attention to the game. I opened the record board and saw Qin Chen's record of 0-20. There is a little imbalance in my heart. Then I dismissed the idea myself. Shen Fangxuan, what are you thinking about? Xiaoli's boyfriend is very good at playing games. Apart from playing games, what else is Qin Chen inferior to him? Besides, when playing games, the most important thing is to have fun. That being said, everyone understands the truth. But no matter who it is. Still a little unhappy. Qin Chen, 0-20, is this your definition of an esports master? System, the system has the final say over skills. Qin Chen, then explain it to me. System, sorry, I can't explain it. Qin Chen stared closely at the situation on the field. In fact, the two waves just now had nothing to do with technology. Even an esports master would be unable to react, and this is normal. Hong Lei, boss, I'll help you fight. He snatched Qin Chen's phone. Before we start, we must know that Marco Polo is Hong Lei's signature hero. 1 minute later. The screen went black again. Angela, give up resistance, Lanling King is my boyfriend, 2,200 points in the peak game. Hong Lei is completely desperate, 2,200 in the peak match. Boss, let's play the next round. This Lanling King is too strong. It's a waste of time to play against him again. Peng Qinyan, what do you mean your opponent is strong? It's just that you are weak. Mo Yang, exactly, is it that hard to admit that you are a bad cook? Hong Lei, come and see, damn, you will understand what this operation is. Shen Fangxuan pouted. Qin Chen died again. At this time, the words in the chat box caught everyone's attention. Marco Polo, sorry, the network was down just now. Wu Ziqian, it's okay, keep going. I believe in you. Other teammates, you'd better stay there. Isn't it better to stay in the crystal? Qin Chen figured out the routine. In fact, the opponent's lineup is still very easy to beat. Only one Lanling King is strong. The other four are at normal levels. Qin Chen frantically continued to fill in the lanes and occupied the jungle and was on par with Lanling King in terms of economy. A 15-minute team fight. Marco Polo went deep into the enemy's back row, stunned and turned to get a quad kill. Only Lanling King was left on the opposite side. An exclamation mark appeared above his head, and Qin Chen activated his golden body. Instantly changed to a famous sword for resurrection. Avoid Lanling King's fatal blow. Kill Lanling King with a single attack. Haha, peak 2,200. You're beaten by a silver player like me. Wu Ziqian followed Marco Polo and returned to the city frantically to taunt in front of the local fountain. Marco Polo all, 2,200 in the peak game. Beaten by a silver player like me. Crystal. Here you go. Qin Chen destroyed the crystal with a few shots. Mo Yang, Hong Lei. Is this the Lanling King operation you showed us? Peng Qinyan, boss Baiyan, you are hanging Lanling King to beat him, and Lanling King is hanging you to beat him. Did you buy the top 10 in the city competition? Hong Lei was dumbfounded and scratched his head, damn it, how can this be possible? Shen Fangxuan was lying on the bed. It turns out this is Qin Chen's true level. So amazing. I just don't know if Qin Chen can lead me to the top. The QQ notification sound came. Shen Fangxuan fell into deep thought as she looked at the message sent by Qin Chen. Fangxuan, do you want to get a pentakill? Chapter 25 Shock. 2 pentakills in one game. Pentakill. Shen Fangxuan was stunned for a moment. To be honest, she hasn't seen a pentakill since downloading the game. Lily, is it difficult to get a pentakill? Since there is a problem, I naturally have to ask Xiao Li, a senior player of Pesticide. Xiao Li quickly put down her phone and touched Shen Fangxuan's forehead. Hey, I don't have a fever, what's going on? Shen Fangxuan was a little confused, what do you mean? Blinking her big eyes, her harmless expression made Xiao Li lose her temper. Fang Zun, even though you just played this game. But you are a top student who got 90+ in every subject in the final exam. Think about it with your toes. Is it difficult to kill 5 people on the opposite side within a few seconds? That's as difficult as ascending to heaven. Like me, in 3 years, I haven't had a single pentakill. Xiaoli was like a deflated ball. It does feel good to have someone help you gain points. But you will never experience the feeling of relying on yourself to defeat everyone. Oh, all right then. Shen Fangxuan stuck out her tongue. Shen Fangxuan, I just asked my roommate, it is extremely difficult to get a pentakill. Qin Chen raised the corner of his mouth slightly, if you use Wu Ziqian again, I will give you a pentakill. Pentakill? Isn't it enough to just have a hand? Can you have as much as you want? Are you questioning my Qin Chen's ability? Hong Lei and the other two looked at Qin Chen with suspicion. Can you give away pentakill for free? Do you think these are the steamed buns at the entrance of the village? Why are you giving me 2? But Shen Fangxuan on the other side is different. After hearing what Suzy said, there was determination in his eyes. Lily has been playing for 3 years and has never gotten a pentakill. Qin Chen actually gave me a pentakill. Is this what it feels like to be taken flying by your boyfriend? Wow, that's great. Welcome to King of Pesticides. Qin Chen was concentrating on the operation. Or Marco Polo. It's just that the summoner skill uses punishment. Fangxuan, eat your line carefully and don't leave the tower. Qin Chen's fingers moved quickly across the screen. He has also been directing Shen Fangxuan. Hong Lei and his 2 companions, how can we get a pentakill without leaving the tower? Qin Chen, why should you take care of it? Watch carefully and learn well. Fangxuan, come back to me, there's someone in front of you. After hearing this, Shen Fangxuan quickly retreated. As a result, just 2 seconds later, the enemy Angela's avatar appeared on the path that Shen Fangxuan had just passed. If Qin Chen hadn't reminded her, Shen Fangxuan's screen would have been black. Hong Lei and the other 2, wow, this prediction is amazing, brother. Qin Chen, keep a low profile, that's basic. Shen Fangxuan blushed. Wow, Qin Chen must have been staring at me all the time to know that there was someone there, right? When I see him tomorrow, I must kiss him. Humph, it's decided. We've already kissed each other. 10 minutes. Qin Chen looked at the battle record panel. Marco Polo Economy, 12013. Record 503. Maximum Local Economy, 5500. Wu Ziqian's Economy, 6000. Battle Record, 000. It's time. Marco Polo, don't play the game with your feet, please use your hands. Angela enemy, why are you so arrogant? Do you believe I will kill you in a moment? Jianwei enemy, you're just a little mark, why are you showing off? I'll chop you down with 2 axes. 2 minutes. Qin Chen killed 5 enemies one by one. Qin Chen typed quickly. Marco Polo, I'm not afraid of the 5 of you, you're a bunch of trash. 5 enemies, damn, this guy is too arrogant, we must beat him today. The game can be lost, but Mark must die. Fang Zun, when I ask you to go big, you should go big. Don't hesitate. Qin Chen was not panicked at all. Where Qin Chen couldn't see, Shen Fangxuan nodded heavily. Good. The avatars of the 5 enemies all disappeared. Marco Polo was near the tyrant. Passive, when there are enemies nearby, a halo appears around you. The aperture lights up. Qin Chen smiled. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming with a pentakill. Big move plus stun. Fangxuan, ultimate move. After several waves of provocations, the 5 people on the opposite side wanted to crawl over along the internet cable and beat Qin Chen up. I can't beat you in a one-on-one fight. If we are 5 against 1, we pin you to the ground and rub you. As a result, he was directly turned around by Marco Polo's ultimate move. The 5 enemies were instantly reduced to low health. At this time, Wu Ziqian's ultimate move came down. Pentakill. Ace. Ah. Shen Fangxuan shouted excitedly on the bed. Pentakill. Pentakill. The record directly changed from 000 to 500. Ah, I'm so awesome. No, Qin Chen is so awesome. This is the first time that Shen Fangxuan has a positive record in the game of King of Glory. What's the matter? Xiaoli thought Shen Fangxuan had encountered some problems while playing games again. He came over with concern. Lily, I got a pentakill. Shen Fangxuan said this with pride. Oh, don't I know what your level is? Can you get a pentakill? Xiaoli said with a wry smile. She almost vomited blood when she played games with Shen Fangxuan before. Pentakill. In a dream. Unexpectedly, Shen Fangxuan got so excited that she jumped off the bed. Qin Chen, can we do it again? Qin Chen, of course. Shen Fangxuan sat down at the table. Lily, look at this. Xiao Li really didn't believe it. He stared at Shen Fangxuan's phone screen with wide eyes. Qin Chen sighed. Last time, I used the method of angering the enemy. This time, Qin Chen chose to take advantage of the enemy's desires. Half-blood Mako, fighting the dragon alone. 5 enemy heroes drove their wolves and rushed directly to Qin Chen. Qin Chen's operation was not at all flustered. Golden body avoids damage. Instantly changed to resurrection armor and famous sword. Big move plus stun. Fangxuan, ultimate move. Shen Fangxuan did the same thing as last time without moving a muscle and directly released his ultimate move. Pentakill. Ace. Wu Zichen's record changed from 500 to 1000. Xiao Li went from not believing it at first to being able to fit an egg in her mouth. This game is indeed the king of glory, right? Hong Lei, Mo Yang, and Peng Qingyan have become numb. Hey, Qin Chen, you're awesome. Shen Fangxuan's tone is always so happy. Mu Tilda. Reward you. Qin Chen smiled and tapped the opponent's crystal. Hey. Hong Lei, Mo Yang, and Peng Qingyan all had black lines on their foreheads. How about killing the 3 of us to cheer you up? Ding, Xiao Li's shock is detected, shock value plus 1000. Ding, roommate's shock detected, shock value plus 3000. Can playing games really shock others? Is it really possible to have a beautiful girl yell 666 while playing games? Oh my god, this is great. It's just that these few thousand points are a bit too few. Should I sit on the street and let others watch me play games? Qin Chen shook his head in self-mockery. It was so damn embarrassing. How can I earn shock value? Qin Chen fell into deep thought. Hong Lei tapped Qin Chen's shoulder. Boss? Qin Chen, don't bother me, I'm thinking about something, go away. Hong Lei, let us skip the military training and go play in the competition tomorrow. Qin Chen, what competition? Hong Lei grinned, King of Glory Campus competition. Qin Chen was stunned for a moment. Forehead. At this moment, Qin Chen had a lot to say. Holy crap. Hong Lei, you really understand me. Talented people. Hong Lei, your ancestral grave is on fire, damn, you are such a genius. 11 o'clock. Chu Xiaobing was lying on the bed. After planning tomorrow's training, I can finally sleep. Close your eyes. Ding ding ding. Message from WeChat. Who is this? Are you sick at this hour? Chu Xiaobing picked up the phone and took a look. It turns out to be Big Brother. The impatience on his face disappeared in an instant. Qin Chen, well, brother, I want to go to the military training tomorrow. Qin Chen, Hong Lei, Peng Qingyan, and Mo Yang are not going either. Qin Chen, we decided to win glory for our department. How could Chu Xiaobing dare to neglect it? Quickly replied to Qin Chen. Got it. Come on, big brother. Suddenly I wanted to take a look at Qin Chen's circle of friends. You won't know until you see it, and you'll be shocked when you see it. Qin Chen, 30 seconds ago. The King of Glory Campus Cup team is short of one of the 5 players. I'm the DD if you want to play. Chu Xiaobing's face turned green. Is this the glory you want to fight for? Chapter 26. No taro balls, no milk tea, but... At 9 o'clock in the morning, Qin Chen's dormitory successfully arrived at the competition venue. Lingda Cafe. After I posted on WeChat moments yesterday, many people wanted to join us. Qin Chen chose. A burly man with a smiling face slowly walked up to Qin Chen. Damn, I practiced all night yesterday. If I don't set the alarm, I won't be able to wake up. When they saw the person coming, Hong Lei, Peng Qingyan, and Mo Yang went crazy. What the hell? Damn, is this true? They want to run. Qin Chen looked at his 3 roommates and sighed softly. Look at your achievements. Isn't this also a person? Don't we have 2 ears, 2 eyes and 1 nose? It can scare you to death. This is the replacement teammate I found for us. You all know him, Chu Xiaobing. Chu Xiaobing had a sly smile on his face. How can I be left out in the fight for glory for the department? I am your instructor. Hong Lei and the other 2 were in tears. You are our instructor. This is a beautiful Chinese sentence. Qin Chen waved his hand. We are all on the same rope. Aren't they all escaping military training to play in the competition? At worst, we can all finish the game together. In fact, there was a reason why Qin Chen chose Chu Xiaobing. Chu Xiaobing was the highest-ranked person among the group of people who found Qin Chen yesterday. Glory to the king. Chu Xiaobing looked at Hong Lei and the other two with a sly smile. Cooperate well. Whoever cheats me today, go back and do push-ups to prepare. Hong Lei and the other two. Game conflicts cannot escalate into physical confrontations. A familiar body fragrance came. Qin Chen's mouth corners slightly raised. Turning around, I saw Shen Fangxuan's unparalleled beauty. Shen Fangxuan is a little shy. The game started at 9 o'clock and it was already 10 past 9 when she arrived. You shouldn't wear makeup. Shen Fangxuan, you stupid woman. Qin Chen has even seen you sleeping. Are you afraid that he will see you without makeup? That's right. Shen Fangxuan wore light makeup today. A song at yesterday's freshman ceremony had a huge impact. Shen Fangxuan and Qin Chen are destined to become influential figures on campus. Shen Fangxuan was afraid that she would be too ugly without makeup and would embarrass Qin Chen. Yes, I just bought 2 cups of taro bubble milk tea. Qin Chen did not take the milk tea but put his fingers on his cheeks. I don't want milk tea and I don't want taro balls. Shen Fangxuan, what do you mean? Taro ball milk tea. No taro balls, no milk tea. That is... want. Qin Chen, you are a hooligan. Snort. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if you asked me to kiss you? I am the school beauty after all. Why are you shy? It's not like you've never kissed before. Qin Chen looked at Shen Fangxuan, whose face was turning red at a speed visible to the naked eye. Rubbed her little head. Take the milk tea. Just when the straw was inserted. Suddenly, I felt the warmth on my cheek. Hiss. Just one word, awesome. Qin Chen smiled foolishly and turned back awkwardly. Chu Xiaobing, Hong Lei and the other two all looked unhappy. I quickly turned my gaze away. We saw nothing. But this is the competition site. Shen Fangxuan and Qin Chen. This wave of operations directly killed countless single dogs around. Especially those who will be participating in the competition soon. He secretly decided that if he encountered Qin Chen's team later, beat him to death. Welcome everyone to the Lingda King Pesticide Campus Cup. I'm the host, Little E. Our competition is fair, just and open. And because the coach of the professional team, Yu Guang, is also from Linghai, we specially invited Coach Moonlight to come. If you perform well, you may be able to go directly to the professional level. A charming woman with a hot body and wearing a Mai Shiranui cosplay costume stood on the stage. The person sitting next to me should be the coach of the professional team. Qin Chen sat up straight. A professional team coach. First match. Team dear, I suggest you quit the team, and team my wife said everything. Second round. Team Old Sow production team versus team is C. The right answer for this question. The last game. Team my big brother said everything and team teammate is a pig. 16 choose 8, 8 choose 4, 4 choose 2, 2 choose 1. The host tried hard not to laugh while announcing. Are these team names something that normal humans can come up with? Why don't you call the host crazy, right? The scene is very exciting. Even before the game started, the team my elder brother was talking about was Qin Chen's team. Qin Chen and others went directly into the last competition room. The big screen outside can show the game situation in each room. Shen Fangxuan was also watching. It's just that other people only watch the competition between teams. Shen Fangxuan was watching Qin Chen's battle with the wild monsters. The battle between Qin Chen and the soldiers. Qin Chen's battle with the defense tower. The first game was a great success because of the presence of Chu Xiaobing, the Glory King. Take it down easily. The same thing happened in the second round. Qin Chen and his team met the weakest of the 8 teams. Successfully entered the semi-finals. The third game was a bit bumpy. But Chu Xiaobing's Luna showed off 4 skills and won the game directly. Luna's 4 consecutive extraordinary achievements. But Moonlight shook his head. It's really good, but Chu Xiaobing is a little old. Then his eyes glanced at Qin Chen's face, which made all men feel inferior. If Chu Xiaobing's skills were systematically trained, coupled with Qin Chen's age and appearance. He can definitely become a dark horse in the professional arena. Unfortunately, no one is perfect. This match was also won smoothly. Let our players take a 20-minute break. The ultimate competition between the two top teams will begin soon. Coach Moonlight will be on the field to explain it to you personally. This game can be watched anywhere on campus through the confession wall and on TV. Friends at the scene, let's shout out the names of these two teams together. My eldest brother said that the team. Dear, I suggest you quit the team. What Qin Chen was waiting for was this omni-channel live broadcast. Qin Chen, don't be nervous, I believe you. Shen Fengshuan held Qin Chen's hand tightly. This was her unique way of cheering Qin Chen up. Don't worry, I'll get you a pentakill. Qin Chen grinned. I guess many people think that Qin Chen is just a big jerk in the team. Why? Let us be frank, I'm an esports master. Look at them all for me.